being condescending. You've been warned, alright? Let's move forward amicably.
Okay, well, check this out. Look, first of all, you throwing too many big words at me. Okay, now, because I don't understand them, I'm gonna take them as disrespect. Watch your mouth and help me with the saying.
Okay, see, now you found yourself a nigga. You looking for a nigga? Nigga here now, see?
My mind is so spectacular. Open up your aperture. You don't like the light that I be shining, bitch. You Dracula. Southern draw vernacular. Flip you like a spatula. Knew that I was built to put this word up on my scapula. I've been on this road so long, my tires ball. I don't wanna text and no, I don't wanna call. Came in this shit running, but you don't know how to crawl. We ain't never folding, I'm holding the highest card. Look, okay, grew up running post routes. Now I'm on the cash route. Better call the plumber, that boy spitting like a bass spout. All these bad women in this club, fuck is you mad about? Word to all my estheticians, boy, I'm about to lash out. Straight from St. John's to the east side, jigging since the knee high. Watch the way I put on for my state, nigga, yeehaw. Respecting no retard. Crazy how I made it to the league from the bleach eyes. Boy, my shit hair on, black, rich, and bare arms. Smoking on that yogi, this shit stronger than some bare arms. Goku, I'm in rare form, you cannot prepare for him. When I swing, it's like a carnivore, this shit ain't fair for him. Brought intellect back to this rap shit. You niggas need chapstick. Shit been dry for way too long, and I'm the matchstick. You niggas Nickelodeon me, I'm more like Cap Nick. Cap a nigga, throw him in front of me. Party favors on the table, you can pick and choose. I would be lying if I said that I don't get confused. I'm just a player in the game and I don't pick the rules. Why trouble always seem to find the ones with shit to lose. About to blow like we just lit the fuse. We double dutch into this dough, I get this shit in twos. Push the button, get it started, put that shit in cruise. A little dust up on his heart, I barely get to use. A fool flatters himself, a wise man flatters a fool. Man, I just came to get it started like mechanics with tools. Cause in my hood, if you don't pack a tool, you planning to lose. These young boys deserve Oscars, they be acting a fool. A couple loose screws, but they hammer accurate. Ooh, I know some niggas stuck on drugs and manufacture it too. School of hard knocks, we all got our bachelor's food. No cap and gowns, but we all had to master. Party favors on the table, you can pick and choose. I would be lying if I said that I don't get confused. I'm just a player in the game and I don't pick the rules. Why trouble always seem to find the ones with shit to lose. I'm dumb lit, it's about to be a late night. Fresh wax, shawty, show me what it tastes like. Niggas know me in my city like I'm Wayne Wright. Got them looking up to me and we the same height. Ooh, I got it bad, deep in my bag. Foot on the gas, they cannot last. Swimming with the sharks, bitch, that's a great white. Never stopping, we don't even need a brake light. Say she don't smoke, but she always smoke with me, yeah. Backwards in the air, back up in the ovaries, yeah. All my ops, they stay running like they over easy, yeah. Even my masseuse can't just get too close to me, yeah. Shout out to Next. Soon as the ink dry, we count out the checks, yeah. I never flex. I bought up a business, we bought up a section. I'm at the top of my class, yeah. Y'all never learned from your lessons. Skywalker gave me the force, yeah. Turn this into an obsession, yeah. I couldn't wait on the team, cooking shit up with just me run play, yeah. Things never are what they seem, but we know the facts, yeah. Charging that shit to the game, but now I pull up with a battery pack, yeah. The bigger they are, the harder they fall, and we can just leave it at that. I'm dumb lit, it's about to be a late night. Fresh wax, shawty, show me what it tastes like. Niggas know me in my city like I'm Wayne Wright. Got them looking up to me and we the same height. Ooh, I got it bad, deep in my bag. Foot on the gas, they cannot last. Swimming with the sharks, bitch, that's a great white. Never stopping, we don't even need no brake lights. Big bro, why they call you big bro? Every time we hit the bank, we deposit zip codes. Well connected with the streets like we out in Skid Row.
Oh, what's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull-Up Show. I'm your host, Mr. BJ Matthews, a.k.a. B. Just before we get started, follow us on the YouTube page, the Pull-Up Basketball Podcast. Like, share, subscribe. All of our YouTube videos, hit that like button. Y'all come in here to share, subscribe, hit that Cash App, $Slick Rick 1991 Son, $Slick Rick 1991 Son. As well as you can go to our Venmo at BJ/MATHEWS/1. That is our Venmo. Let me go ahead and put this on the screen so y'all can see as well. It's our Cash App right here. Go ahead and support the Cash App right there. Also, if you guys do not have Cash App or Venmo, very, very simple. Super stickers and super comments are available. Super stickers and super comments are available. We get those super stickers out there, man. If you guys have a comment that you want to put in the chat that I don't see, just make sure you guys hit that super sticker button right there. You guys can donate to the pull up for this great content that we drop to you on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis. All right. Let's get into it, y'all. We're gonna get right into it, bro. We're gonna talk about last night's game. What a game between the Clippers and the Bucks. It did not disappoint. Definitely a game needed by both sides. But I'm so happy that the Clippers were able to prevail and be able to get that win, get that dub. And we just gonna really talk about it, man. We're gonna talk about what happened. We're gonna talk about the performances, and we're gonna talk about what I saw, which was, eye glaring, and some things that people ain't really putting out there that was really, really noticeable, at least by me, in watching the game last night. Now, let me go into the comments section. Let me talk to y'all real quick. Make sure you guys let me know if y'all in the comments. Salute, eloquence is key. Appreciate the comment. By the time y'all give James type of flowers, for sure, we gonna give James Harden his flowers today, and we gonna also talk about James Harden. Does he belong as an all-star? We're gonna talk about that as well. We're gonna talk about what we have with that. My boy Rick Masters, my co-host. Y'all make sure y'all salute him in the chat. James Harden, pal, cooked us last night. SMH, dang. We're gonna talk about it. He said combined 40 plus. Powell 33 and Claw dropping double digits effectively. Yes, we talked about a lot of this yesterday. Me and my boy Rick had a pregame show. Of course the Bucks are my boy Rick's team, and the Clippers of course is my team. So we decided to do like a collab and talk about the game. And some of the points that we talked about was the Kawhi Giannis matchup, and talking about, how teams, how we both fared against the positive and negatives, how we've been doing throughout the entirety of the season. The Bucks and the Clippers now, I think, have the same record at 25-18. And yeah, this was a game needed by both sides. So we're going to talk about that in pretty much all in all. And also, you guys can see on the screen, these are the membership badges that we have people that are available. So let me be very clear. You guys know I work for the LA Clippers. I'm a credential media member. So I have access to games, the press room, talking to the coaches, talking to the players, right? I've been posting a lot of shorts as of late, YouTube shorts for y'all to see, for y'all enjoyment. I posted the pregame as a live last week against the who we play against, the Bulls. Did a pregame live. So what I'm finna start doing, or what I've been doing, is basically the Clipper badge is in full effect where you guys get the actual backstage access while I'll be actually doing the press room, going live with that. So y'all get a chance to hear from Ty Lue, get a chance to hear from the opposing coach as well, Eric Spoelstra. I'll be dropping, Eric Spoelstra, visiting coaches, I'm sorry. I get a chance to interview Coach Ty Lue and the visiting coaches in the press room and players before and after the game. So if you guys want that access, if you guys want to see in depth what it's like to be back behind the scenes, get that LA Clipper badge ASAP. If you guys have questions how to get the LA Clipper badge, let me know. I can walk you through it through the comment section as well. So make sure you guys continuously support that way. But let's get into the game last night. We're going to talk about it. The Clippers were able to build 127-117. And like I said, there was a lot of eye glaring things that I seen last night. I'm going to kind of get straight to it. I'm not going to go too deep into the numbers, too deep into the stats. I'm just going to kind of breeze through them, let y'all get a chance to see them on the screen. What team did, something good, what team could have done better, yada, yada, yada. And we're going to go from there. So these are the statistics. These are the numbers. These are what we've seen. The Clippers and the Bucks had a pretty, even tuck game the first half. The Bucks leading by 1 point in the third quarter. The Clippers outscored them by 2 points. So it was, I think tied at the end of the third quarter. And then going into the fourth is when everything just, broke even. Now, the numbers, figures, 46% to 45%. The Bucks had over us, 37%. Bucks over the Clippers, to our 32%. We shot 100%. This is the bigger one. We shot 100% from the line. 28 for 28 free throws. I'm not so sure we ever shot 100% from the line like that. Free throws 30 to 34, 88% for the Bucks. Rebounding 47 to 42 goes to the Clippers. Assists go to the Bucks 24 to 19. Steals go to the Clippers 2 to 8. Blocks go to the Bucks 5 to 3. We had 7 to their 13 turnovers. We won the turnover battle. And then the largest lead was our 13 to their 11. Make sure y'all hit that like button as y'all come in here. Make sure y'all smash that like button as y'all come in here. So we're going to talk about it. 23 people. We should have over 23 likes. Get these likes up, y'all. Because I'm going to take my time with this. So that goes to the team stats. You know, pretty nip and tuck. No team was really outmatching the other. That's why it was a close competitive game up until I would say the middle of the fourth quarter. Then we started pulling away. But all in all, man, it was a pretty competitive game. You know, did not disappoint. Full box score. Let's go into it, bro. Let's go into what we saw with the box score. Let's start with the Milwaukee Bucks, the visiting team. All 5 guys were in double figures outside of Andre Jackson Jr., who had 11 minutes last night. You had Kerry Trent Jr. with 34 minutes off the bench with 19 points. He was another guy who was double figures as well. Great scoring game from him. You look at the starters. You got Taurean Prince with 14 points, 4 for 7 from the field. He can shoot the 3-point shot. 6 rebounds to match his 4 assists. You go to Giannis Antetokounmpo, the best player, 35 minutes, 36 points, 13 rebounds, 12 for 15 from the line. Did hit his free throws, 12 for 22 from the field. You had Brook Lopez was 41 minutes, led the Bucks in minutes, 4 for 10 from the field, 3 for 7 from the 3-point line, 13 points. Dame Dollar had 40 minutes, 6 for 16 from the field, 1 for 9 from 3. Did not have his 3-point shot going in. 16 for 17 from the free throw line, 29 points. Had 10 assists and 10 rebounds. He had a triple-double. I'm not so sure I ever seen Dame had a triple-double like that before. But he had 29 points and 10 rebounds and 10 assists, which I'm going to talk to y'all about that in a minute, his performance. Because people look at his 3-point shot, he had a bad game. This is why I say he actually, he affected the game in other ways, other than, scoring the ball. Fred Kavner was good. Dom, BJ, I'm here. Okay, cool, bro. I'm going to let y'all in very, very soon. It was all close 3 quarters, but Harden went to Warhead and took over in the fourth. One of the most clutch games I saw him on it. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Harden hit 28 points alone in the second half. Crazy work. Appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you. Let's get into more. All right, so we're gonna go into the Clippers now. Clippers had Kawhi coming off of minutes restrictions, 24 minutes, 8 for 17 from the field, 2 for 7 from the 3-point line, 18 points. 4 assists, 3 rebounds. I'm going to talk about how he did in the performance. Derrick Jones Jr. 28 minutes, 2 for 3 from the field, 4 points, 5 rebounds. Not a really impactful game from him. You had a Visca Zubac, 5 for 10 from the field, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 12 rebounds and 10 assists. Not spectacular, but, I'll give him, average performance. Had some good points on Giannis Antetokounmpo as well. James Harden, 35 minutes, 12 for 24 from the field, 12 for 12 from the line. 4 for 10 from 3, 40-point piece from the Beard. I think it's his third 40-point game this year. He had 9 assists as well. Norman Powell with 36 minutes, 11 for 23 from the field, 3 for 8 from the 3-point line, 8 for 8 from the free throw, 33 points. Got it going, especially at the end of that fourth quarter, getting to the rim, getting to the basket, all that good stuff. So you had that going on in the starting 5. The bench, you had some good production from Kevin Porter Jr. with 24 minutes, 3 for 8 from the field, 8 points. 8 rebounds, a lot of hustle rebounds off of KPJ, made a lot of winning plays. Very, very special game from him. Amir Coffey, 31 minutes, had the most minutes off the bench with 9 points, 4 for 4 from the free throw line, 1 for 3 from the 3. Hit a nice corner 3, had a plus minus of a plus 17, had the highest plus minus on the team. Like I keep telling y'all about Amir Coffey, man, makes winning plays, does the little things, can score the ball. Not a defensive slouch. He just is a player that needs to be in the rotation. So 31 minutes, very, very good production from him. So that's pretty much takes care of both sides. And we're gonna talk about what I saw. Make sure y'all smash that like. But we got 28 minutes or 28 people. We have over 28 likes. These likes up, y'all. Shab 9000 says last season the Bucks were our worst matchup, not this year. I think the T-Wolves was matchup, but I think it was more because we had, guys being more injured last year. I think we always could match up with the Bucks. Is just the fact that, we would be missing Kawhi, we'd be missing, PG or something might just be happening. They'll be fully healthy. So I think it was the T-Wolves, but we did lose to the Bucks as well last year. Appreciate the comment, Shaft. Mags Vasillo 999 says good win for the Clippers. It shows that we're contenders. We're gonna talk about all that, man. But let's get into what I seen last night. High atmosphere game, very exciting. One of the most exciting games of the year, following up that game against the Celtics. What I'll say, this is what I'll say. It shows just how much fight this team has. It shows how much determination we have. I think this was a game that was, really built for our mentality. Because remember, let's talk about what we saw last night. Of course, we saw Kawhi minutes restrictions with 24 minutes. So right at the middle of the third quarter, he was subbed out. And let's see what he had last night. Let's see what his production was last night, what he did. 18 points, 8 for 17 from the field, 2 for 7 from the three-point line. I thought, Kawhi had a, pretty solid game. As far as him scoring the ball, as far as him assisting the ball, playing defense. He actually played some good defense on Giannis as well, pushing him outside the three-point line. That's the player that we have, that's going to be able to guard, head up. So I thought Kawhi was, very, very, useful last night. As time goes on, he's going to continuously play more and more minutes. He's going to continuously be more and more on the court. So I like what I saw from Kawhi. I seen that he's, starting to get more comfortable. You saw that reverse up and under layup he did behind the back dribble and got to the lane, did a reverse Jordan layup. That was nice. So I like what I saw from Kawhi last night. I thought, like I said, it's going to take some time. He said before he's going to, work himself in. He's taking his time. So I'm not so sure when he's going to get minutes restrictions, but, he was, pretty effective last night for the minutes he got. Chico Johnson said, good win for you guys, BJ. Yeah, very good win. We definitely hit that win last night. So that's the first thing I see. I see Kawhi is getting more and more, getting his legs under him, getting more and more confident, getting more and more comfortable. His shot is looking pretty, good. His shot's been looking pretty good all season. He's 47% from the field. I think he's hit over 35% of his threes. So I like what I saw from Kawhi last night. That was the big thing that I seen. The second thing that I seen also that was pretty evident. Like I said, I mentioned, Dame Lillard. He had a pretty off game 3-point shooting the ball, but what I did see that I'm starting to like about Dame is he's showing himself to be a real perennial point guard. Does he shoot a lot of 3-point shots? Yes. He does chuck up a lot of threes? Yes. But at the same token, I'm seeing him get the assists. I'm seeing him play more like a point guard. I'm seeing him do the things that it takes for him to be a perennial starter in this league. So I like what I saw from Dame last night. Had the 10 rebounds, the 10 assists, making winning plays. I like what I saw, 25 points per game, 44% from the field this year, 4.7 rebounds, 7.3 assists. So, he's shown himself to be a, pretty good player. Let's see. He said KBJ's Apex 360 made their do this. Yeah, I saw that too. KPJ is super shifty, man. Super shifty. He said, yeah, he's efficient, bro. Yeah, Kawhi is so efficient. Very efficient. But Dame, like I said, man, I saw in the third, I started seeing him get some momentum and get to the line and draw fouls and stuff like that. That's how I like to see him be more aggressive. Just 3-point shot just didn't fall. But as far as what I've been seeing this year from Dame, I've been very, very impressed. Just how much of a point guard he's starting to become and how much he's playing off of Giannis. And like I told people last year, the Bucks never struggled with Dame on the roster. Y'all recall, this is his second year with the team. They were the second seed last year. So it wasn't like, they were, struggling. They've always been a top seed, even when Dame was there. The effect of Giannis is what, keeps them, where they're at. But I understand the people's, concerns. Like, okay, it's a lot on Giannis to have to be the best defensive player and the best offensive player on the team. And I said, okay, well, Giannis needs to use more of his teammates. You brought Dame in there for a reason, to be a closer, to be a guy who can hit shots, to take the load off of you. Got to let him be who he is. Let him have the ball sometimes. Let him bring the ball up the court. You don't have to bring up the ball every time. So that's why I saw with Dame, which, was really been effective. But they've already been a top seed or a top 4 seed in the East this year. So I like what I'm seeing from the Bucks. Solid game from Damian Lillard last night. As y'all come there, make sure y'all hit that like button. Let's see. Let's go to a few more things, man, before I let y'all in. Let's talk about the other things and the other aspects of the game that I've seen. So now let's go to Norman Powell, who had 33 points last night, 11 for 23 from the field, 3 for 8 from the three-point line, 8 for 8 from the free throw line, 3 for 8 from the three-point line. Norm is averaging 23.9 points per game, 3.5 rebounds, 2.2 assists, 49% from the field. So what are we seeing from Norman Powell right now? We're seeing a lot of he's basically having the rights to pretty much score the ball. There's times he shoots the ball, he overshoots. Some people call him selfish. Some people call him a shot jacker. But at the end of the day, he has been proven to be our best three-point shooter. He's been proven to be our best slasher. He's been proven to be our hottest scorer. So we have to use him as what he is. If y'all saw him on ESPN just recently, he said that, that whole addition subtraction comment was pretty much predicated to the entire team, that everybody gets opportunities now that, PG and Westbrook are no longer there. So if y'all ain't seen that, I suggest that y'all go see that piece. He was on ESPN a couple of days ago where he, echoed those points. But Norm has been taking advantage of his opportunities. I believe he should be an all-star. His efficiency shooting splits, he's one of the top guys in efficiency scoring as a shooting guard while shooting over 20, scoring over 24 per game, flirting with that. So his efficiency, his shot making, his scoring, his ability, his value is very, very high. When you look through the Western Conference, you got shooting guards, who have a bigger name, but have they been having a better season? Right? Norman Powell right now is at the bottom of the list in guards right now as far as all-star voting to me, which is crazy, but that's just all because of your name. Right? So Norman is, once again, these are the games he has to show himself to be an all-star. And this was definitely one of the games. He came through in that fourth quarter, hit some, key layups, hit a big three on the wing. They put the Clippers up, you know what I mean? So it was a lot of different things that he did yesterday that was very, very effective. Let's go into the man of the hour, and that is Mr. James Harden. Uno. Let's go into what he did last night. James Harden shined with a 40-point game performance. All right, so I'm going to play some stuff, let y'all see what really happened, because it was absolutely spectacular what I saw from James Harden last night. As y'all coming in, we have over 40 likes. We should over 40 likes right now. James Harden had 40 points last night. All right, so if y'all be so kind to answer the question inside the chat, does James Harden deserve to be an all-star this season? Right? I've been very tough on James Harden. I've been very hard on James Harden. But I'm going to give credit where credit is due. James Harden was the best player on the court last night. And I think personally, the way he played, and I'm going to tell y'all what really, to me, solidified it, what happened in that third quarter. Kawhi goes out. The Bucks are up by, I think, 5 points. Giannis is rolling. Dame is rolling. They need some instant offense. They need somebody to score the ball right here in the third quarter. They're up 63-58, the Milwaukee Bucks. And James Harden starts to score on a scoring tear with Kawhi Leonard starting to be out of the game. So with that being said, that's when James Harden started to take over. He started to go into this 44 guy. Whoever tried to guard him, he was pretty much taking advantage of the matchup. Taurean Prince, right? He sees the pick and roll with Visca Zubac and Giannis. All right, big play by James Harden. He gets to switch again, right? ISO situation. This is when Kawhi got out of the game. Hits a nice little step back. Big shot making from him in the third quarter because this game could have went either way. They see Kawhi Leonard off the court. The Bucks could have went off and went on a run. But James Harden continuously answered the call. Big three-point step back shot by Gary Trent Jr. All right. You keep going. You got another play right here. Step back three. ISO, getting to the rim. Nice teardrop. Now, I will say this. If James Harden wasn't on my team, I would get annoyed with him too because if you really watch the plays, man, he's one of those type of players that he uses the rules to his advantage. So he'll hook his arm into the defensive player's pathway where they can't even put their arm out unless James Harden's going to, draw a foul like this right here. I'm going to let y'all see what happened. It's very high IQ with the ball, but I'm going to tell y'all what's going on. See, right here, James Harden hooks his arm into Gary Trent Jr.'s arm right there, and he draws the foul. Pretty much playing the rules against him right there. He hooks his arm as he goes into the basket, and this is a trick. This is a veteran move right here. He gets to the rim, and he hooks his arm to draw a foul. So you can't. So what that means is if you're a defender, you can't even put your hand in the cookie jar, what we call it in basketball. James Harden, low to the ground, his arm is extended out, and the reason why his left arm is like that, so he's getting ready to do a hook move. So when Gary Trent Jr. puts his hand in there, all James Harden has to do is hook. Right here, Gary Trent Jr.'s arm is right there, and James Harden hooks his arm, and he gets the foul. Well, in reality, real basketball, that's what you call a play to use the rules to your advantage. But he does it very, very well. It's high IQ. But if I was not on his team, I would probably get annoyed with that as well. So it worked last night, but I got to give him credit for how he was able to prevail with Kawhi Leonard being out. He answered the call. He put the team on his back, and he put a level of comfort, right? So every defender that was playing up against him, he was automatically just pretty much getting whatever he wanted. Taurean Prince, you had Gary Trent Jr., you had Brook Lopez. Everybody was basically getting destroyed. Pat Connaughton right here, the assist. So now he's effective scoring the ball and he is assisting the Rock. So now you're at the defense's mercy. You're at James Harden's mercy because offensively, he's one of the greatest offensive players. I'm talking about points and assists that we've ever seen. So if you give him the ability to basically score, he's going to do that. If you give him the ability to be an assist man, he can do that at a high and elite level. So you better pick your poison. That teardrop, he has mastered that teardrop. He's mastered that step in mid-range shot. Let's go into some of these other comments. I mean, he looked unstoppable last night. I really enjoyed how aggressive I enjoyed how aggressive he was too. And I enjoyed when he got aggressive as well. See, like I said, why subbed out with the Bucks being down in the third quarter? Or with the Bucks being up in the third quarter. Before, like when we faced the Timberwolves, and why I got out in the third quarter because of minutes restrictions, we fell apart. This game, James Harden took it upon himself to carry. 9 assists to 1 turnover ratio. Like I said, taking care of the Rock, dishing the Rock, scoring the Rock. The moments he put the ball in the basket, all that intertwines with each other of just how effective he was. Timeout with Mr. Mass. Shout out to my man, Timeout with Mr. Mass. I agree Harden was great last night, bro. He's the best player on the court. Best player on the court against a former opponent. Had a 40 piece. Had a 40 piece. We got 50 people. Let's get these likes over 50 likes, y'all. Let's get these likes up, y'all. Once again, I'm gonna do another announcement after we go through a break, but we got 49 people. But I'm gonna say something else. Salute BJ and chat. Hope Kirk is in here. Kirk, if you in here, make sure you let us know because the realist was looking for you. But I want to play something. I want to do this again. Y'all notice I said Harden was cooking everybody on the court, right? Do y'all notice the one guy who did not take the initiative to guard him? I'm gonna let y'all guess that. Brook Lopez stops the ball. You know what I'm saying? They got this, 44 guy, like a young player on him. He was eating him alive. 13, they're just throwing guys on him. Can y'all guess who the player who was never taking the initiative to guard him? Chris Middleton guarded him. Just a walkway to the basket. I'm gonna let y'all guess in the comment section. Go ahead and tell me in the comment section who is not taking no initiative to guard him, even when he started getting hot. This is the third quarter, and we still don't see a guy who's known as a defensive player, who's been a defensive player of the year, not guard him one time. I want y'all to guess in the comment section. And this goes against him. This is why I call two-way players, elite two-way players, take advantage of the defense. They go out there and guard the best players. Y'all saw Kawhi guard the so-and-so best player. That's what he does. There's one guy I'm not seeing guard James Harden at all. He's allowing his teammates to simply get destroyed. Who am I talking about? Somebody put it in the chat. Y'all should have been figured it out by now. No. On the Bucks, who is the guy on the Bucks not guarding James Harden when he's just completely going off? He's allowing his teammates get cooked. He was a defensive player of the year, and he's not taking initiative to guard James Harden. Not one time. He's on the court right now, just completely he is just completely destroying your teammates, and you're not even taking initiative to guard him. Yep. My question to Giannis is, why ain't he picked initiative to guard James Harden? You're the best defender on the team. You are the guy that is paid the most. Bro, you need to be. Nicholas Batum ain't no threat. Except for outside three-point shooting. He ain't posting up. He ain't doing none of that. The game is on the line. And you choosing to not guard James Harden, not one play. See, and this is one part of his game that I think needs to be talked about. I think Giannis is a great help side defender. I think he's a great, but he's not a lockdown defender. Jerry Trent Jr. is getting destroyed. Nicholas Batum is not doing anything but stay on the perimeter. You can afford to make that switch. Everyone else is taking a chance to guard him except you. You don't even guard him when the game is on the line. There's nobody in the paint. There's nobody in the paint. There's nobody who's a paint presence. They're playing 5 out. You got Harden, Powell, KPJ, Amir Coffey, DJJ. So the paint ain't. Giannis is just sitting in the paint, but nobody's coming into. You wouldn't have to worry about the paint if you actually stop the guy from driving into the paint. That's how you cut that off. See, protecting the paint don't do nothing if he's getting to the paint, because he's going to throw that teardrop shot. See, Harden's very crafty. He knows how to score that teardrop. That's a hard shot to block. He got to the paint at will, and Giannis staying in the paint didn't do nothing. The adjustment should have been is Giannis to take is to guard Harden one-on-one and put Torrey in, so to stop you from driving into the paint. Because here's the thing, he was drawing fouls. He was drawing fouls the whole time on role players who couldn't stay in front. I just think Giannis should have been the primary defender on James going into that tail of that fourth quarter. Now, if your teammates were able to guard him, perfectly fine. But this dude was simply just picking your teammates apart no matter what. And Harden ain't the type to go all the way in the paint. He knows how to score in the midi. He knows how to score and, dish it off to somebody else. He's a high IQ player. So Giannis being in the paint didn't do nothing for the Bucks to help him. As a matter of fact, it was just to help the Clippers. That's all it really did to me. Giannis is a help. Yeah, he's a help defender. I don't think he's a one-on-one defender. I've seen that a few times from Giannis where he will not guard the best player. He'll even when you talk about the Miami Heat when Jimmy Butler was getting destroyed, or Jimmy Butler was destroying Drew Holiday. See, that's the reason why people wanted Drew Holiday back, is because he was their primary best defender, not Giannis. He was the one that took a lot of the hard. He was the one that took the hard assignments, not Giannis. See, if you are a real lockdown defender, then you don't put that on somebody else to take. That's why Drew Holiday, people say that Drew Holiday was so missed, because why? He would lock down a lot of guys, the perimeter defenders. But if Giannis was that guy defensively, he would be able to do that job. But yet he has a Defensive Player of the Year award. He said, salute to Andre. He said, but BJ, if Giannis guarded Harden, the results, how? Because like he said, okay then. So, but you don't put that on your teammates to take that. You put that on your own shield. I don't put that on. If I'm going to get cooked, I'm going to put that on my back, not my teammates. I'm not going to put that on Taurean Prince's back. I'm not going to put that on Gary Trent Jr.'s back. I'm not going to put that on Chris Middleton. I'm not going to put that on Brooke. I'm not going to put that on all their. I'm going to put that on my back. If we get beat, if we get cooked, that's going to be on me. He said, I mean, if you see your point, but if Harden or another clip miss a shot, he won't be down again. But that's the thing. That's the thing, bro. Like, I think a lot of people can get a rebound. I mean, you can get a rebound. Like, Dame had 10 rebounds last night. Giannis ain't got to be down to the rebound. You do that by committee. Somebody had to stop James Harden. Somebody had to contain him. Somebody had to, play one-on-one against him. I don't know. I just thought that was real eye-glaring. Like, he didn't guard him one time. But let me talk to y'all about something else I want to bring up before I let y'all in. So James Harden right now, I got to talk about this. Does James Harden deserve to be an all-star? Does he deserve to be an all-star this year? James Harden, does he deserve to be an all-star? Is the question. Let me go into the stats, the statistics, all that good stuff before I let y'all in. We got 43 people, shot over 43 likes. Look, I already made my choice for Norman Powell being an all-star. And if you guys have not already voted, make sure y'all vote into the chat. Does James Harden deserve to be an all-star? He's averaging 21 points per game, 20.7, 5.9 rebounds, 8.3 assists off of 39% shooting from the field. So looking by the numbers, and you compare them to other players, let's talk about some of the other players right now. Like, I want y'all to remember 21.7, 5.9, 8.3, 39% from the field. That's what James Harden is currently averaging. I think either way, we wasn't stopping the Clips last night, to be honest. I mean, then if that's the case, bro, then that tells me Giannis ain't the defender people is out there putting him as. If that's the case, because like I said, for a defensive player of the year, you should be able to at least cause some resistance. And if you're not gonna, if it's more about, you know how we grew up, bro. We grew up on Kobe. Kobe said it best: if we're going to lose, it's going to be on my shield, not on somebody else's shield. That's something I look at. That's something that we, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's something that, you know, we all look at. Like, are you going to take that assignment? And I just don't think he wanted that assignment last night. He said Norm deserves it more. Yeah, I think he deserves it more too. But let's talk about James Harden real quick. Let's talk about the people at his position, right? Let's talk about the, you know, people at his position. Let's talk about the ones that his competitors. So if we look at the All-Star ballot, let me go ahead and try to find where this ballot is. It said vote now. All-Stars right here. Okay. All right. So we got the East and we got the West. Hold up, y'all. Had to turn that off. Get a little hot in here. So we're looking at both the East and the Western Conference, right? So these are the starters right now of the East, and these are the stars of the West. You got Giannis Antetokounmpo, you got Steph Curry, you got Jalen Brunson, you got Kevin Durant, you got Donovan Mitchell, SGA, Jason Tatum, LeBron James, Karl-Anthony Towns, Nikola Jokic. And I'll make a video about Karl-Anthony Towns too. Shout out to him. I'm gonna make a video about the Knicks. You got two guys in the Eastern Conference on the same team. That's the New York Knicks. So I'm gonna make a video about the Knicks and probably another video. But they've been having a great season. But let's get into it. We're gonna go again, making the case on James Harden. So based off of popularity, Steph Curry is part of the All-Star game. Based off of popularity. That's what the stars are voted as, popularity. It's in Golden State. It's at the Chase Center. So Steph Curry will be there. He's averaging 22 points per game, 6.4 rebounds, or 6.4 assists, 4.8 rebounds per game. So his numbers aren't even as good as James Harden's as far as, you know, the other attributes other than shooting. You got KD in there. He don't play his position. SGA, we know, is probably arguably the best player, top players in the league. He's in there with 32 points per game. So you're looking at just his competitors. So you got SGA, you got Steph Curry. Let me see anybody else in the Western Conference as the reserves real quick. Let's do this. 2025 Western Conference reserves. All right. Trying to find the format, y'all. My bad. Well, all right, I ain't gonna find the other reserves, but we see SGA, we see Steph Curry. Who else can we think of in the Western Conference? Is he possibly over? Let's look at. Is he better than Anthony Edwards? Is James Harden over Anthony Edwards? Let's look at what he has done this year so far. Because there's a lot of stuff you can look at. You can look at the statistics. You can look at the popularity, fan votes, a lot of stuff that goes into being an all-star. So the case is James Harden deserved to be an all-star. You can only have 4 to 5 guards per conference. So you got SGA, you got Steph Curry, you got Anthony Edwards, you got you know what I'm saying, you got Ja Morant, You got De'Aaron Fox. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of dudes in the Western Conference who you can choose from. So do y'all put James Harden in that category with those players? You got Devin Booker. He said Edwards is not an all-star this year. Let's look at what he's averaging. Let's look at what Anthony Edwards is averaging this year. Let's look what they're averaging. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and look at this. I'm gonna let y'all in and right after this, y'all. I know y'all eager to get up in here. So let's look what Anthony Edwards is averaging. So Anthony Edwards is averaging 26 points per game, 5.7 rebounds, 4.4 assists, 44% from the field. I mean, he's 8th in the league in scoring right now. First off, popularity-wise, he's going to get votes. So to say he's not an all-star, but James Harden is an all-star, I think is a little bit disingenuous. Anthony Edwards is on that cusp to be an all-star individually. Now, their team is struggling. I think they're like an 8th seed. They just beat Denver the other night. Actually, last night they beat Denver pretty bad. So I think they're 7th or 8th. But as far as that, bro, like Anthony Edwards is probably going to be an all-star. So that's 3 people right there. 26 points per game, 44% from the field. James Harden, is he better than Anthony Edwards? Nope. He's not better than Anthony Edwards. Let's go to Devin Booker. Another 2 guard. Let's talk about Devin Booker. Does he deserve to be an all-star? 25 points per game, 3.9 rebounds, 6.6 assists, 44% from the field. Now, I'm going to say this. Another aspect of being all-star, as far as my personal opinion, is how many games you play. I know D Book has missed a lot of games this year due to injury. So because of that, I wouldn't put D Book as an all-star. Even though he has all-star talent and he's an all-star caliber player, this particular season, because of the injuries, because of other players deserving of him, because the Suns are so much bottom in the Western Conference, and when KD went out the first part, remember the beginning of the season, the Suns were a top seed in the Western Conference. After KD went out with injuries, they dropped, and that was on Devin Booker's watch. So because of that, I don't think D Book needs to be an all-star this year. Shout out to We They Key DJs. Appreciate the super chat, y'all. Hey, this guy's been donating to us, consistently. So definitely love the, definitely appreciate the support, yo. He said, forget this all-star stuff. Clippers need to focus on winning every game. Get best seeding for champions, runs. If they miss all-star, that's perfect motivation. Let's blow out the Suns tomorrow after all-star. Well, it's going to be a game. These are the games. Appreciate the comment. These are the games that really matter. We got the Suns tomorrow. So if James Harden goes out there and Norman Powell goes out there and they do damage, then it's going to be like, okay, well, he's over Devin Booker. Now, I don't think he's a better player than Devin Booker at this point of his career, but that'll make a point. These games make a big point how these games end up. So, yeah, we'll see tomorrow. But Devin Booker, he's not an all-star. Let's go to a couple more. I'm gonna let y'all in after a couple more. Let's go with let's go with Ja Morant. Does he deserve to be an all-star over Ja Morant? Put this in right here right here so y'all can see. As y'all come in and hit that like, whenever we should have over we got 40 people, should have over 40 likes. So Ja Morant averaging 20 points per game, 4.1 rebounds, 7.7 assists, 44% from the field. Now, this is the interesting part. Statistically, James Harden beats Ja out of every statistical category. Every statistical category Ja beats him out in. Or he beats Ja out in. They beat the Grizzlies in Memphis with James Harden. I think he had a pretty solid game as well. They beat the Grizzlies. So you can say James is having a better season than Ja Morant, even though the Grizzlies are a top seed in the West. I would say James Harden's having a better season than Ja Morant. Y'all know how I feel about. I ain't never been a big believer in Ja Morant anyway. But as far as what James has been able to contribute with his team and how available he's been and his statistics over Ja Morant, I would say he's having a better season than Ja. So you could say about four guys, SGA, Steph, Ant-Man, who else am I thinking of? I think De'Aaron Fox has been better than James Harden this year. I think he's a better player. So it's a lot of players. I think Norman Powell deserves over James Harden. He said Harden has new numbers because of the usage. Yeah, that's the thing. So no, I don't think James Harden deserves an All-Star. Last night was a very great game by him. I thought he was very impactful. I thought he was the best player on the court. I thought he was the reason we won. All that's true, but I think this is the perfect time to say, is he an All-Star? So I don't think he is. I think that there's about 4 or 5 guys ahead of him, 5 or 6 actually. But, we'll see what happens. But let me go ahead and drop this link for y'all, man. I'm going to go ahead and play this 2-minute break. Shout out to the people that's coming in here. Make sure y'all get ready to, let me hear y'all thoughts. And we're going to get right back into it, all right?
We just got to be better at that. We didn't handle the pressure. We complained to the officials a few times instead of being strong with the ball. And usually the most aggressive team is going to be the ones that get the calls. And they was aggressive in that fourth quarter, and we just didn't attack it the right way.
Last one.
Hey, Coach, so you guys had Visca Zubac went 8 for 9 from the field today. So 15 and 12 he's averaging for the season. Are you seeing like a different mentality with him this season, or is it something that he's been having and just people are just starting to get noticing?
People are just starting to notice. I think every year I've been here, he's gotten better and better. Someone you can trust. And so, you're seeing teams are double teaming him down the post-ups and because he's so efficient down on the block. And so that's another option that we have, another weapon that we have that we can go to when teams try to speed us up or we're turning the basketball over. And we try to run it 4 or 5 times, we just couldn't get the ball to him. But we'll be better.
Hey, Coach, so not that I want you to kind of think a little bit too far ahead, but you got Dallas coming up to a back-to-back. So what's kind of the keys you telling your team to kind of really look for going to like a tough environment like the Mavericks?
No, just, work on ourselves, continue to build good habits. The biggest thing for us, like I said, taking care of the basketball. We take care of the basketball, we're a different team. And then we got to get back in transition, not allow them to get easy baskets, make them play against our half-court defense, more times than not. And I think we'll be fine.
Joining the show right now is the host of the Pull Up Podcast. It's BJ Matthews at the Pull Up Shows is where you can find him. BJ, thanks for doing this pregame now.
Oh, man, no thanks neither. How you doing?
You were at Coach Lou's pregame presser. You asked him a question regarding the resilient nature of this team. Just kind of summarize how Coach Lou put it with how they've been able to overcome injuries over the years.
Just having the mindset of just being able to just lock in on defense and next guy up. We've been really living by that model for the last 4 or 5 seasons. Next guy up. Coach Lou is not new to this. He's had injuries in the past with Kawhi, with Paul George, with other role players. So it's just another walk in the park for him. Just say next guy's up. We got 15-man rotation. It's the next person to play.
How are you feeling about the latest update regarding Kawhi Leonard? Coach Lou did say he's progressing well. He has yet to be ruled out of flying with the team on the road trip coming up. Is this encouraging? Do you expect him to be back within the next couple of weeks?
It's hit or miss. It's all how he feels and how the Clippers are playing. That's why we need this win desperately tonight after coming off a 3-game losing streak. All right, so that concludes the 2-minute break. We have dropped the link if y'all want to come in here and give y'all thoughts on the game. I'm going to go ahead and let y'all have the floor. I've talked long enough. Last thing I want to say again, if you guys have not already, you guys see that bar right there where it says members badges. Those are the people who have full access to the things that I offer outside of the regular lives. So let me explain once again. We have a couple badges, the pull-up badge and the LA Clipper badge. The pull-up badge are for people who want shout-outs, like y'all see right here on the screen. They get shout-outs, from me. If they have a page, outside of the ones that I, mess with really heavy, they get promoted. You know what I'm saying? I promote their page for them and stuff like that. Go follow, such and such. Go follow my man Andre with the Sixers. You know what I'm saying? I might go say follow the real Elise. He's a Warrior fan. Like I do that if you get a whatchamacallit pull-up badge. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to, get a LA Clipper badge, that video that y'all just recently seen was me at the Clipper game. I do media with the Clippers. I'm a credential member. So y'all get a chance to, get through live access through the press conference room where I, interview Ty Lue, and then I get a chance to interview the visiting coaches and then the players after the game. So it's a lot of cool stuff while at the game that I'm doing for people who get that LA Clipper badge or the pull-up badge. If you guys need help getting that, just let me know in the comment section when y'all get on the panel. But let me look at some of these comments before I let y'all in. He said, BJ, I think the Clippers might face the Grizzlies or Nuggets in the first round. So what are we, the 6th seed right now? Somebody help me out right now. Are we the 6th seed? Let me pull this up. Because we were the 6th seed going into last night. Let me see. Base standings. Yeah, so we're right behind the Lakers. So Lakers, we're the 6th seed right behind the Lakers, right? Which is funny because we just beat the brakes off. We got the Lakers again next week, so that'll be a great game. So Thunder, Rockets, Grizzlies, Nuggets, Lakers are all in front of us. T-Wolves are the 7th seed, actually. I'm tripping. They're right behind us. The Nuggets, and then the Suns are the 8th seed. So, yeah, it's a chance we face them. It's a chance. You never know. It's a chance we face them. Mass, what's good, my brother?
Pull up, BJ, my guy. How you doing, big dog today, man?
I'm good, bro. How about yourself?
It's not too bad. Just getting ready for these games. Awesome win last night, bro. Awesome win last night. For me, it wasn't just that James Harden scored and made plays. It was his mental. He recognized, Kawhi's not going to play in the fourth quarter. I'm up against, a pretty damn good Bucks team. I got to be aggressive and take over. Make or make shots, I'm going to be aggressive, getting downhill, just creating stuff, right? And so for me, it was that, he's going to make he's going to make him his shots. That just is what it is, But last night, his mentality last night was off the charts. And that's what we're talking about, man. That's what we want to see consistently. He ain't got to do what he did last night, but the mental has to be there, And also too, I want to give credit to Norman Powell. I thought Powell played great last night, to be a second sidekick with James, hit a big three, got to the basket. Powell does a great job playing downhill, putting pressure on the defense, putting pressure on the refs to call fouls, So when he's doing all of that, he's a tough matchup, man. He's tough to guard. But that was a good win last night, bro. I'm not gonna lie. And what was also more impressive was how scrappy you guys were in the fourth quarter. How many deflections, steals, guys digging, getting loose balls. I think Giannis had like 2 or 3 travels, in that fourth quarter. Just good all around, just basketball, right? From every facet. Again, the Clippers are scrappy. They're tough. They're going to be a tough team to beat. And that's all without Kawhi Leonard, not playing in the fourth quarter. So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? Good win. You feel me? You'll take it on to the next. But, man, that was a great game last night, man. And I'm not going to lie. I was a little nervous, because the Bucks were in it. And then you guys just pulled away. And once you guys pulled away, you guys didn't relinquish. You guys kept the same energy going forward. And so it was good to see, man. It was a good win last night. And yeah, man, I think Clipper fans should be encouraged. You know, it doesn't change my thoughts on, you know, the outcome of the whole season as far as the championship goes. But I'm gonna stick to what I said before. They're gonna scare some team in the first or second round and make it a long, grueling, tough series, right? Like I wouldn't want to play this team in the first round because they're scrappy, right? They defend, they're scrappy, they're physical at times, right? And so there's a chance that James can get like that, right? There's a chance that Powell can get going, right, in a series. And then, you know, Kawhi is the ultimate equalizer. And so sometimes, you know, I mean, that's why stars are stars and superstars do super things because a better team doesn't always guarantee to win. And so, you know, I don't know, man. I mean, just overall good win. And so, yeah, that's my thoughts on it, bro.
All right, good soliloquy. That's my man, Mr. Mass. If you guys want to subscribe to him, it's right there on the screen. Time out with Mr. Mass. Great content by him. You know what I'm saying? But because I wanted to ask him also about did he think the Harden deserved to be an All-Star? If you guys have not seen the vote in the panel in the on the page, make sure y'all vote. So right now, looking at the vote, we got 72% say he should be an All-Star, 17 no he does not, and you got 8 that's undecided. So we got 52 votes. So y'all continuously keep voting inside of the chat room. He says, I look at the Lakers schedule. 44-38 is my guess for them. Lakers are going to have a stretch of easy match until after All-Stars. I ain't seen the Lakers schedule yet, but see I think the thing with the Lakers is because I don't know if you guys seen that whatchamacallit, that interview with AD. He said that he feels like the Lakers need another big so he can get out the 5. So they think they a championship team. They still feel like they're a championship team, LeBron and AD. He said the key pieces they're missing is a 5. That's the one thing they're missing. Now, against us, that's definitely true because Zubac seems to have his way with AD because AD doesn't want to be banging down there. So that might be true, but who are you going to get at this time of the season to play the 5 if you're the Lakers? You got Jackson Hayes there, but he's a little light. So what physical big are you going to get to be able to play beside AD? But that's an interesting point you made, Stump. G Master Fun Flesh was good. He said, this is our year. Enjoy the ride. Hey, like I said, last night was a very telling game. And I saw a lot of good things. Another thing I want to shout out to is KPJ's scrappiness, bro. I want to shout out how scrappy KPJ was, and he made winning plays with James Harden on the court. That was another key thing. He had some offensive key rebounds, and everyone knew who to get the ball to. They knew to get the ball to Harden. Well, Harden knew to have the ball in his hand and not give it up. That was the thing that I seen. Let me see some other comments. He said the wheels are spinning. Yeah, they are spinning for sure. He said I was too hard on KPJ. Nah, man, you ain't too hard on him, bro. It's like Dude said, he's a roller coaster. And I said my reservations on him is ultra talented player, but unfortunately, he has not played for a winning franchise. So because of that, it's kind of tough to see what he's going to do in the playoffs. And do say KPJ taking man. So that's where I'm a little concerned with because we've seen Terrence Mann in the playoffs and how Terrence Mann, he's proven in the postseason to play big minutes with us. KPJ ain't been that yet. And this goes to, like I said yesterday, is Terrence Mann on a trading block because now that you're saying what you're saying, dudes, that KPJ's taking man's minutes or he's splitting them up, or whatever the case may be, it's starting to be a lot of guys running out of room. Chris Dunn didn't play last night. So what are you going to do with him? DJJ wasn't that impactful last night, more because he can't play the 4. That's another thing we talked about yesterday. KPJ can't play the 4 as far as, a big time, he's a 3. He played the 3 with the Mavericks. PJ Washington was their 4. You know what I'm saying? He played the 3 in Miami. I mean, DJJ is a highlight. He can jump out the gym, but when he goes up against a physical 4 like that, bro, that's going to be an issue. And they got 4s in the, Western Conference. You got Aaron Gordon's a 4. Alfred Sengun's a 4 next to, Steven Adams. I forgot about him. He's a 4. You got Domantas Sabonis is a 5. Right? Well, actually, no. He can play the 4. He plays the 4 with the Kings a little too next to Trey Lyles. So you got 4s in the league that are physical. And I'm just saying, like, I'd rather have DJJ at the 3 if I can do that. Let's see. He said KPJ is 24. Yeah, he's 24 years old. So my only question is he going to be able to play winning basketball when the playoffs come? Because when the playoffs come, it's going to be a whole different animal than the regular season. But I think last night was probably it was one of our top 3 most best games that came out with a win. So we had a lot of competitive games that came out in L's, but that was the best game that came out in a win. Because for one, Harden, what he did, he came in the clutch, like Mass said, his mental, his ability to score the ball and understanding when to put the ball in the basket, all that stuff mattered. Very, very big game from him. Shot efficient from the field, did not turn the rock over. You know what I'm saying? Like he was, all around, he was just awesome. Even defensively, he got his hands on some balls, paws, strips, things of that nature. So yeah. He said, I don't mind him playing the playoffs. Will be a learning experience for him. I mean, well, that's the thing. So is it about will he be ready for the playoffs? That's the question. Can he stretch the floor and shoot 3? Can he shoot 3-point shots? Is he going to be able to take care of the ball when he's the primary ball handler? Is he going to be able to? I think defensively he's going to be scrappy. But other than that, I have, other questions. He can also rebound the ball when he wants to. But like I said, it's going to be an entirely different game than it would be, in the postseason in a 7-game series when they start scheming for you. See, all this stuff I'm just telling y'all is just based off of my experience playing. But teams, when they start scheming from you game by game, or sometimes, hell, even when the game is going on, they scheme for you as the game is like the game against the Celtics when that guy Jaden Springer got on KPJ. KPJ doing whatever he wanted in the first 3 quarters to Peyton Pritchard, to Jaylen Brown, to this, that, and the other. But when he got that guy Springer on him, who was physical with him, was able to stick in front of him. KPJ, I don't think he even put up a shot. Forget missing a shot. He didn't even put up a shot. So those are the adjustments that are going to be made throughout a series. And can you adjust to the adjustments of the coach? It's a chess match as this, as the series goes and wanes. You see. He said they favoring KPJ because he can score better than. Yeah, that's true. But it's becoming a point where it's a lot of guys on this roster. Too many guys on the roster to count where it's like, okay, where do I place this person at? Where do I place Chris Dunn at? Where do I place Terrence Mann at? Where do I place KPJ at? Where do I place Bones? You already know where Bones is on the bench. You know what I mean? So that's what I would say. You got 45 people. Let's get these likes up. Let's get these likes up, y'all. Let me see something else. I think I missed some comments at the start. He said Powell's been more impactful, deserves to be. Harden has the numbers because of. Yeah, I think Powell should be the. I think Powell should get to the All-Star game, but he's not going to make it, man. Even though he has the numbers, even though he has the efficiency, he has the production at his job. You know what I'm saying? Scoring the ball, he's been as efficient as anybody. He's been more efficient than Anthony Edwards, more efficient than Devin Booker, more efficient than such and such. But he doesn't have the usage. He don't have the usage of those guys. He has to share the ball. But as far as what he's able to do and how valuable he's been to the Clippers, it's been as equally as valuable as everybody outside of SGA. And SGA is probably the only person I can think of he's been as valuable with. Anthony Edwards is up there too. But Powell, he should be an all-star off the bench. He just don't have the name to do it. He said, remember I said that we are 13 deep. Yeah, we're 13 deep. And Ty Lue ain't going to be able to play all them players. I think in the playoffs, it's going to be like a 9 to 10, 8, 9 man rotation. He said Dunn should be played more in spot minutes like Batum. He's taking man's minutes for real. I don't know. This is gonna be an interesting trade deadline, y'all. I'm telling y'all. It's gonna be an interesting trade deadline. He said, I think under Kawhi's leadership, KPJ will only get better for us. I think he will be huge for us at the right time. We'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see. Got to either trade man or done. We'll see. We'll look where we at. You want to trade the guy that you just brought in, and you want to trade the guy that was your starter last year. Now this is why I say sometimes I wish they would trade Terrence, man, because it's like, how mentally draining must it be for you to, 1 minute have your spot solidified, and then the next minute, you don't know if you're gonna play? I ain't ever seen that before. He said he thinks it's under Kawhi's leadership, KPJ will only get better for us. I think he'll be huge for us at the right time. If KPJ can't stretch the floor out and shoot, it don't matter what Kawhi does. That Kawhi ain't gonna make him shoot threes. That is the main issue. It's gonna be is his 3-point shot. Now, maybe he'll get better with his decision making, maybe, but in the playoffs, which we ain't reached yet, that he ain't gonna make KPJ shoot 3-point shots, and that's the one I think I'm concerned with. Bruce, what's good, bro?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm all right. It was a good game last night. I was doing something else. I watched in and out. The game was on TV, but I was doing something else. I saw James Harden. He had a good game. I like the way he played. I have to give him credit. He had a good game last night.
Hold on, Bruce. Your mic going out, bro.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, somebody was calling me. Sorry. Okay, sorry.
No, you all right.
Yeah, so somebody was okay. Yeah, I said that the game was on TV, and I was watching in and out, and saw James Harden having a good game. Kawhi didn't play a lot of minutes, but he played decently, and Milwaukee is better than I thought. So Milwaukee was competing. Yeah, I mean, to me, it's the Clippers have to keep winning, keep stacking those wins, and finish in the top 3 to have home court. And even if they don't have home court in the conference finals, I think they can beat the other teams at the top of conference, OKC, Memphis. You know, you can see now Cleveland is starting to lose. So I think OKC is a good regular season game, but I think the Clippers, especially if they keep playing like they played last night, so I think they can win.
So let me ask you this question: do you think that do you feel like James Harden is a all-star this year?
Do I think he's an all-star? I mean, considering the conference, I think, oh my God. I mean, Anthony Edwards has to make it. John Moran has to make it. After all of those players, he's an all-star. Yeah. I'm not saying I think he's an all-star, but I don't think there's enough spot for him to make it.
Yeah, they got Steph and SGA starting right now. And then like you said, Anthony Edwards, John Morant, which I think he's had a better season statistically over Ja. So there's a conversation. Devin Booker, they might even edge him in there. So I mean, that's like 5 guys right there.
Yeah. But one team, one player in the Clippers, I think that needs to be. He has to be an all-star. There's no excuses. He's not an all-star.
Who, Norman Powell?
Yes.
Yeah, that's another one he's gonna get screwed over because it's not enough.
Because he's not a big name. I think he's gonna get passed on.
Yeah, because he's at? Let me pull up what Norm's averaging. He's averaging 23 points per game. He's in off like 49% field goal shooting, and he's won a lot of big games for us too. Let's see. Yep. That's what he's doing. Do you think he's our best player?
Norman Powell?
Yeah.
I don't think he's been the most consistent and the most effective this season. I don't think there's like a definite best player. I mean, for some months, Norman Powell was the best player, but I don't think right now there's a. I don't think he is the best player right now. I think he's probably the second best scorer on the team. The Clippers the Clippers are like the Avengers. Everybody has a role. You know? Everybody has a role. So I think that's the Clippers right now, the Avengers. Everybody has a role. I think Captain America might be orchestrating everything, like James Harden, but he's not the strongest on the team or the best player on the team. Like Kawhi. Kawhi could be like Hulk or Thor, something like that. So yeah, there's everybody has a role. If everybody do their role, Clippers, nobody can beat the Clippers.
Man. So you don't have no belief nobody else can compete?
No, zero.
Okay.
All I said is I will truly believe on the Clippers if they have to show me. That's why I'm not saying championship. Other years I would say championship. I have to see conference finals. That's the season for me. That's when the season of the Clippers starts for me. Right now, it's preseason.
Well, they got Phoenix, they got San Antonio, Charlotte, Toronto on a road trip.
They should be win all of those games.
Mm.
You don't think they should win all those games?
I'm not gonna say they're gonna win all of them. They could, they possibly could, but I think Phoenix is gonna come out, play good tomorrow. San Antonio, they could beat San Antonio. They'll come off a back-to-back that first time. I think they'll remember that, keep it on the back of their minds. Charlotte and Toronto, they should beat those two teams. But Phoenix and San Antonio, we'll see.
Is Phoenix San Antonio back-to-back?
No.
Okay, they should beat those teams. I don't think Phoenix gonna go far. I think it's a first-round exit.
Well, they've been playing better. Like they're the 8th seed right now. They were like at the bottom because they lost KD for like a month, and they also didn't really have no size, and they didn't really have no toughness inside. They picked up that guy Nick Richards from the Hornets, who's been pretty good for them, and they'll be home. So, and we lost to them 2 times. So I'm not saying we just gonna beat them, but I think there's gonna be a fire in us tomorrow to beat them. See, a lot of this is about matchups, bro. Like if you look at the top seeds in the West, OKC, Houston, we lost all 4 against those. We lost 3 games against OKC. We lost 3 games against Houston. We beat Memphis one time, and then we split against Denver. So those are the top teams in the West that we've dealt with. And the Lakers, we beat them one time, and then you look at Minnesota, we lost all 3 against them. So if you really look at the West, like the top teams we've struggled with and the middle of the pack teams, we even kind of like up and down with. Like we have a winning record against the Lakers. We're tied with Denver. We got a losing record against Minnesota. Now, of course, Kawhi solidifies a lot of that, but I'm just saying, like you said, you got to see it. I got to see it too.
Okay. Okay.
What's going on with your Warriors?
They suck. That's nothing going on. They suck. I take Curry. He's been the double team, triple team, and the style that the Warriors play with Curry running around, he cannot do that anymore. I think he's getting older. He cannot be running all the time. And teams have been bodying him up. So last night, I think he struggled in the second half. He couldn't buy a shot. And Wiggins is like inconsistent. And Kuminga is hurt. Kuminga has makes like almost a month out. And I think he turned his ankle, I think. And what's his name? Buddy Hield, man.
So what's the answer? What's the answer, Bruce?
The answer is blow up the team. It's over. Trade. If I'm the Warriors, I trade Stephen Curry to a team and I get picks. I don't think they're gonna win anything. It's gonna be like Kobe with the Lakers. These last couple of years. It's gonna be like a swan song, like a celebratory of your career. I think it's done, man. He doesn't have another All-Star with him. Wiggins is like a 4th or 5th best player on the team.
Man,
Every Warriors fans are like, "Oh my God, Wiggins 2022." It's not there. He's not there. He's not the guy. He's not the guy.
we just lost. He lost motivation.
I don't know what's wrong with him. Draymond Green. I remember a couple of years ago I said they should trade Draymond Green. Draymond Green always hurt, and he's always talking like he's Tim Duncan. Come on, man. Now he's hurt all the time now. Man, as soon as Draymond Green is healthy, I trade him. So Steph Curry cannot carry a team anymore, man. Or if you want him to carry a team, you have to have players around him anymore. Because the other teams, they just play box and one. We don't care about the other players. We're gonna be on Curry. Three players, 2 players on him. And he's forcing all those stupid shots.
But did you bring in Buddy Hield to like relieve some of that so he can spread the floor and shoot?
Man, I'm not saying players trash. I don't like to call players trash. But Buddy Hield is close to it.
Yeah, man. I don't know why y'all brought in Kyle Anderson for. What was the point of that?
He's all right, but I can go to my country, to my birth country, and come back, and he still haven't shot the ball. I mean, jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, he's smart. He's smart player. If he could be faster, he was hurt. Now he came back. So in the preseason, I mean, before the season, I said Warriors, Clippers, Conference Finals. I don't know about that.
Yeah, they might not make the play in, Bruce.
I'm telling you, man. They just, I don't know. Clippers, Warriors fans want all of them say Vucevic. Man, come on. I call Vucevic Vicocone, man. That guy cannot defend. And
Where y'all in the league? Jimmy Butler.
Nah, man. All right, Jimmy Butler might be a good player, a great player, going to Hall of Fame, but I think he's not professional. If I'm an owner of a team, I don't want Jimmy Butler on my team because he's not professional. I agree with the way Pat Riley was talking to him is very suspicious, questionable, because Jimmy Butler is an adult. He can talk whatever. If he's not saying something that's detrimental to the team, like that, or even if I was something detrimental to the team, you don't talk to him like that. You just put him aside and say, "Hey, man, whatever," and tell to the media, "Hey, we're just gonna deal with this internally. We disagree what Jimmy said, and then we're gonna deal with this internally." You don't have to blast him like this, but you have to be professional, man. What about your teammates? Why are you missing the flights?
Right.
And it was done intentionally. Even if you are late or something, but I'm taking a different plane. What? Come on, man.
I'll meet you there.
That's not professional to me. So I think the Warriors, I would say right now they're done. Everything, a lot of things can change if Kuminga comes back. Everybody's waiting for Kuminga, like he's Superman, but we'll see. But I don't think the Warriors gonna go anywhere. Buddy Hield is Muddy Hield. Yeah, man, Buddy Hield, man. I remember a couple of years ago, Lakers fans wanted Buddy Hield. You should thank God you didn't get him.
Man, what you think about why, like, as far as how he's gonna look the rest of the season? Do you think he's gonna get how close you think he'll get back to his full self?
Who?
Kawhi.
I just went I just want Kawhi to take it easy. You know, if for some games you need to be Super Kawhi or Super Saiyan Kawhi, do it. But don't try to force it. We don't. I was last night. He did the back to the back dribble or something like that, and then went to the basket and then on the floor. I was holding my breath. I was like, "Oh my God, get up, man, get up, get up!" Every time he
Yeah.
goes to the floor, I'm like, "Oh my God, please don't be hurt." And I'm looking at his face. I said, "Oh, I forgot. It's Kawhi. I will never know if he's injured or not." So yeah, last night when he did the nice move between what's his name, Dame, and I think it was Giannis, and then
Yeah.
he went to the basket, and then he was on the floor. I was like, oh man, just take it easy right now, and then playoff. You know, if you see the team struggling, go, just go, don't wait. That's what I would say. That's why he did in Toronto. He didn't do really crazy in Toronto until the playoffs. People forget that.
Yeah. But he had size around him too. That's one thing I remember. He had like a lot of size around him, a lot of defense.
Marc Gasol and Ibaka, that's
Man.
defense. You need another another size defender.
Yeah, I think that's what they need to. I mean, I don't know. What you don't think Kobe Brown can be that?
I mean, he has to be allowed to do it. I mean, he has to get minutes to do it.
Right. I think he can be that, man. Just think that I think Ty Lue has to trust him. But if he does that, we won't need to get a power forward because Kobe Brown's built like a power forward as it is. He's 250.
Mm.
He's not getting pushed around.
I mean, you need size when you're gonna deal with Jokic.
Man.
This dude is a monster, man. I'm watching Jokic. I was like, wow. I remember that game he had 37, 15, whatever. Like I said yesterday, I was like, what the heck? So,
They struggle against Minnesota. That's the one thing they struggle with for whatever reason.
well, because Denver do not really have athletes. They have good players, but not really athletes. I don't think Jamal. I mean, they are athletes, but you mean what I'm talking about is athleticism. Like Westbrook has it. Jokic is not athletic. So Jokic is not athletic. Jamal Murray, Christian Brown is like a little bit. I'm not gonna say he's not. He's a little bit.
So you mean the rim protection?
Yeah. So they're praying that they don't play Minnesota.
Yeah.
You know, maybe because Gobert and what's the other guy from the bench they know how to defend Jokic.
Right. Right. Yeah, I think Minnesota is going to be. They're like a wild card to me. Like, they're in the 7th seed right now.
And I heard last night that Ant called MJ asking him about how to beat double teams. I was like, wow, I'm impressed. He's doing the Kobe thing.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
yeah.
If he start calling MJ for everything, man.
I mean, why not? You've been compared to him.
Man. The thing I see with Ant Man, sometimes he brings the double team. I mean, he can beat the double team, but he just want to settle for the three.
Right. he has the athleticism and the speed to not even really get into that type of trouble. But he, like you said, he brings the double team to him.
You know that the more he talks, the more he tells his weaknesses.
Yeah.
Why are you telling people the way to defend you?
That's a good point.
I think he talks too much. Sometimes when he talks after the games, when he's in the locker room, he's saying, "Oh man, I'm having trouble with this." He's trying to be candid, but man, you do that when you retire, man.
Yeah, he said, "Oh, the team, our starting five is trash." he don't hold his tongue at all.
Man.
They
Well,
say in the word that death lies into the power of the tongue, life and death.
yeah.
What you speak it can bring life or death. So if you're telling everybody that this is your problem and you keep repeating it, what do you think people are going to start doing?
Mm. I mean, this is the. I'm sorry. This is the Clippers championship to lose, man.
So what you think about Dallas?
I think they're gonna have trouble in the playoffs. I don't think Luka is missing a lot of games. I mean, is he gonna be in shape when he comes back?
They missing Derek Lively too for a couple months.
Yeah. I mean, Klay Thompson has playoff experience, but his defense is. I mean, he's from the Bahamas. I mean, he has Bahamas blood like Buddy Hill, so you know,
What that mean?
no defense, man.
All people from Bahamas ain't got no defense.
Man,
Rick Fox had defense.
I mean, I guess there's exception once in a while. I mean, Klay Thompson had defense, and then you got two devastating injuries. I can understand. I'm joking about Klay Thompson because I think he's first ballot Hall of Famer, but I don't think he's the same defender like he used to be.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be. It's gonna be interesting how they respond to injuries this year. You know, everybody gets a taste of injuries. I don't know, Bruce. There's a lot of teams in the West. I mean, let me pull this up real quick so people can see.
I mean, Houston beat Cleveland. Cleveland had been losing like 3 straight. Man,
Yeah, man.
the way they were winning, I was like, Golden State, Bulls, and then boom. I'm like, yeah, they're not gonna do it.
Look at all these teams just bumbled up with each other, though.
Hey, if you go on 5-game winning streak, you could be the second seed. Clippers. 5, 6, 7. Like those games you just mentioned, if they win all of them, you know, they could move higher.
Well, the Suns are right there. The T-Wolves are 7th. I'm not so like I said, we don't match well with the Timberwolves. For whatever reason, we can't seem to match up well with them.
And it's funny, the Warriors beat the Timberwolves bunch of time this season.
Yeah, bro, and we beat the Warriors all the time. And the Nuggets are split with us, bro. I'm telling you, it's all about matchups, which you're able to exploit. The Suns that beat us twice. Because they got a lot of the problem I think we're gonna run into is if we face a team that A has a great offensive system, B has a lot of scorers. Well, actually, yeah, and then, or C, a team that's a high defensive, great team. Those are teams I think we're gonna struggle with.
Mm.
If you look at the top teams in the West, Thunder, Rockets, we've lost all our games against those two teams. Grizzlies, we beat them. Nuggets, we split with them. Lakers 0-1. Timberwolves 0-3. Suns 0. So Mavericks, even the Mavericks, we split with them in one of those games. Luka or Kyrie didn't play. As soon as Kyrie came back, they won. So it's like,
Was Kawhi playing those games early?
no, that's why I said Luka and Kyrie were out. So it was,
Okay.
so yeah, when Kyrie came back, the Mavs beat us pretty good the next. So
When Kyrie comes back, was Kawhi playing?
no.
Okay.
No. When Luka and Kyrie are both, when Luka and Kawhi are out, it's even. So that's why I say when Kyrie came back, it was even now because you had Harden and Norman Powell on the court.
Well, Norman Powell and James Harden have to play better, have to play great in order for the Clippers. I mean, Harden cannot disappear in the playoff.
Right. Let me go to my man, old man. What's good, old man?
Good day. Good day, pull up fam. How you doing?
We good. What about you?
All right, Bruce. All right. Doing well. Great win last night. Have to give Harden his flowers, like you say. He got to the paint, drew some fouls, got 12 free throws, 12 for 12. Showed his aggressiveness. Hopefully he can sustain it. You know, the key word is consistency. You know, if we can get him to do that consistently, it would take a lot of pressure off. Because Norm, he started slow last night, you know, and then he gained his confidence when he started going to the hole. And but great win. I just don't like the fact that we have to solely depend on the shooting, because it's just like you was talking about Damian Lillard. You know, he was 1 for 9 from the 3-point line. Sometimes, you know, you may get one of those anomaly games that everything is falling, and then you may come back and get a game where you may have to get the rebounds, or you may have to do other things, you know. And I think we need to look at that and see if we can get some other scoring option, just in case that scoring way fails us. So, but great win. I'm pleased with the win. And we're going to see Kawhi. He is playing phenomenal to me. You know, even though he's playing 24 minutes a game, look at his production, look at his numbers, look at the way he is. Like I said yesterday, the way he's moving, the way he's playing. You know, it's going to get better, and I can't wait to see him in the playoffs, because the trajectory is that's where he's going to be, and that's what we all been waiting for. So he is taking his time. He is not letting nobody pressure him into playing any more than he need to, and that's a wonderful thing to see.
Okay. So
Now,
yeah.
as far as James Harden being an all-star, he got the numbers. If people want to go by the numbers, but if it wasn't for Norman Powell all this time playing the way he's playing, we have to realistically ask the question: will we be as good as we are offensively? You know, when he's in the game. I'm not talking about overall. I'm talking about when he's in the game. You know, because he covers a lot of things because of his scoring ability. So even though we're 23rd in scoring, still, we didn't have him scoring the way he is scoring. Where would we be, you know, offensively? So I think, me personally, I would have Powell in the All-Star game before Harden. if it had to come to a Clipper being in the All-Star game.
Yeah, I agree with that too. I think it's Norm's scoring has been valuable, the most valuable thing on the team this year. I think it's been his scoring. I think that's been the most valuable thing that we've had this year. So, yeah, I would choose Norman Powell too.
And how is Steph Curry a starter? I don't
Fan
understand.
vote. It's
Oh,
in
fan
it's
vote. Okay.
Chase Center. Yeah.
You know, it's San Francisco, man. Come on.
Yeah, it comes a time when you have to really look at it realistically. And Steph Curry, had his run. Draymond Green, I feel like Bruce said he should have been traded a while back. I think the only reason he is there is because he dribbled hand off the ball to Steph. And, that's the only reason he's really still on the.
I would not say Steph Curry is not enough star. I'm sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
I just feel that's the only reason he's still on the Warriors, because me personally, I wouldn't have got rid of Draymond Green. I mean, Klay Thompson for Draymond Green. You don't give Draymond Green $100 million, and then you don't want to pay the guy who was who's one of the main components of allowing you to win 4 championships with his shooting. Everybody loses confidence sometimes. And but Draymond Green, he doesn't bring anything to the table. You could have let him go, and you could have plugged in Jonathan Kuminga. You had Andrew Wiggins. You got rid of Jordan Poole to keep him, Draymond Green. Some things just doesn't make any sense. That team ain't been quite right ever since they got rid of Bob Myers. So
I don't think it. Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead, my friend.
I don't think Klay Thompson lost confidence. He just can't do it anymore. And he was miserable last season because he couldn't do the things that he could do. And the way he was acting was affecting other players. Now, Draymond Green, I said years ago that Draymond Green should be gone. You can ask BJ, everybody who was on the panel. Years ago, I said Draymond Green is not that good. He needs to be getting.
Yo,
people
Bruce,
were like,
you
"Oh,
smoking, man."
What?
Yo, Bruce, you smoking, man. What you mean,
Okay, I'm
Draymond
smoking.
is not that good? You're crazy.
I'm smoking. Okay.
Listen to me. I used to
think,
say the same thing.
Okay. I need to. Man. Okay. I forgot what I was going to say. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I used to say the same thing, that Draymond wasn't good, until I realized he is good.
I didn't say he wasn't good. I said he wasn't that good.
Yeah, no. He was that good. He was
All
that
right.
good.
All right.
Understand something. Draymond guarded fives, bro. He's 6'7", and he guarded fives. I've seen fives have trouble with Draymond. And another thing, here's the thing. People look at him and think because he doesn't score, he's not efficient. The thing is, he can score. Like, yo, bro, go look at his college highlights and his high school highlights. He can score. The thing is, he just was never. That's not what Golden State needed him for. But don't get it twisted. Draymond is the truth. He earned him all 4 of them championships. He earned them.
How many Warriors game have you seen this year?
Bro, I've been watching the Warriors for a minute, bro.
I didn't say that. I said how many games of the Warriors have you seen this season?
All right, well, I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you I've watched every game, but I've watched probably a handful of them.
A handful, like 1, 2?
No, probably about 7 or 8. Go ahead, because I got league pass.
Come on, man, 7 games,
bro.
Really?
Bro, I live in California. I have league pass, so go ahead.
You have league pass, and you have only watched 7 games.
But I'm not a Warriors fan, but like I said, go ahead, Bruce.
I have league pass too. So what does that mean?
Bruce, get to your point. Just get to your point.
My point is, Draymond is not the same player anymore, man.
He's older. What do you expect him to be? He's older.
He wasn't the same player when I said he should be traded. He's not worth the money.
Here's the thing. You can't. Here's the thing. I said that at one point too. They should have traded him, but you can't. Here's the thing, right? You have to be loyal to your guys. Here's what it is, like it's loyalty, but like again, we know.
If
I
my
know
wife
he's
is
not.
beating me up, okay, I'm gonna be loyal to her, right? If
Look at him.
if my brother keeps stealing, but bring the stolen items to my house, but so when the police come, they're gonna be like, oh man,
I can't hear you. You
I'm
kind of far
sorry,
away.
I'm sorry, it's your brother. He stole the items. Okay, you're not using them. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me
I
just
can't hear
arrest
you.
your brother.
Yo, Bruce, you sound far away, bro.
I'm saying Draymond is not worth the money. Okay, when he punched that guy, that's when I lost a little bit of respect for the Warriors. When they should have get rid of him. Now they need scoring. Where Jordan Poole could have provided that scoring. Now they have to go after Buddy Hield, who is Muddy Hield. So come on.
This is what I would say about Draymond Green. Draymond Green, he was exposed. When Steph was hurt, I think it was last year, when Steph was hurt, it seemed like he always get hurt whenever Steph is hurt. Then when he was playing when Steph wasn't hurt, he couldn't carry the team. But he want to make it as though he's this great player, this all-star player, this even go as far as say he's a Hall of Fame player. And that's far from the truth. He's not really a good player. You can get people to do what it's players on there now. Andrew Wiggins can do what Draymond do.
Hold on, wait a minute. Yeah, see, here we go.
Hold on.
These are these stupid takes. Go ahead.
Jonathan Kuminga can do what Draymond Green do. It's players that can dribble hand off the Steph and play defense. So Draymond Green is not really needed. If you put Draymond Green on another team, he'll probably be on the bench. Because everybody want to talk about his defense, but he is just above Dylan Brooks. He 1 degree above Dylan Brooks. He's just a pest. He don't really know how to play defense. You can't control him. And he has caused the Warriors to lose many games because of his foolishness, his antics. So why would you give him all that money and the Warriors are still in the same position that they are in? It doesn't make any sense. And you could have got better players. You could have got draft picks. You got rid of an all-time shooter to keep him. You got rid of a backup shooter that Steph needs because Steph needs rest. You got rid of Jordan Poole to keep him.
Wow.
And you talk about center. What center has he played against?
Yeah, you crazy, bro. But go ahead, though.
Wait a minute. If the Warriors looking for a center, which they are, why do they need a center if he can play against a center? Make it make sense.
I can say that Draymond is not really good on defense. I think he's a great defender. I remember he was defending really well against Jokic, 2022. So, but I just say he's not that good because I'm talking about right now. I'm not saying career-wise he's not that good. I'm saying like the last couple of years, he cost the Warriors a lot of, and he cost the Warriors KD. He cost the Warriors Jordan Poole. He cost the Warriors so many games with technicals.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of trying and choking players, kicking, trying to be the carry the kid. No, I don't want to. He's not professional. I cannot. I agree. He costs. I would rather keep Klay Thompson than Draymond Green. I'm sorry. I don't care how good you are.
The winning they was doing held his deficiencies. See, it hid hid his faults. I mean, see, when they was winning, when Steph was coming through, when Clay was coming through, and all the other guys were helping the Warriors win, it hid his faults. It hid his deficiency. So now when you don't have those players or those guys that now the Warriors are not winning like they supposed to, now you can see Draymond Green for who he is now.
Yo,
he's not that guy.
Okay. And what makes you think that?
It shows.
Listen.
They in the play-in.
Are we talking about no. Are we talking about are we talking about right now, currently, or are you talking about career-wise?
Well, the only reason he got in the starting lineup is because Andre Iguodala decided to come off the bench. That was the only reason.
So you're trying to say career-wise?
Look, the fool allowed he with his antics, he allowed Cleveland to come back from a 3-1 lead.
He allowed Cleveland. He didn't allow anything. He can't allow nothing. It's basketball.
Bruce, his antics allowed them to come back.
Let me explain something to you, because you obviously don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, did Draymond Green get suspended that final series against Cleveland?
Let me explain something to you.
Yes or no? No, yes or no?
Yes, he did, but
all right, and why he gets suspended?
Every series, listen to me. Every series they played in, let me tell you something. I love Steph. I love Clay. Them niggas, Draymond was very intricate for them two motherfuckers, bro.
How? He couldn't stop LeBron?
What you mean could?
That's who he was holding, LeBron.
How you think they won that first title? How you think they won?
Not because
How do you
of
think
Draymond.
they won that first title?
Because of Draymond.
Now it's not because of Draymond. Yo, y'all out of control, bro. Yeah, see, these are these stupid takes, man. I can't, yo. Like, listen, Draymond is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Whether y'all like it or not, he's a Hall of Famer, bro. Whether you like it or not. The man got 4 rings.
He's on the back of the bus, man. He's just a ride along. He's a ride along.
Yo, violent. Yeah, yo, violent. Let me ask you a question. Who your favorite team right now?
The Clippers, of course.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say something else. I'm about to say, yeah, yo, wildin'.
Oh, first ballot Hall of Fame.
Yes, absolutely. He's a 4-time champion. What's wrong with you? There's Hall of Famers and the Hall of Famers never fucking won anything. And you disrespected Draymond Green? Draymond Green is a what? You sound crazy.
Because he has Hall of Famer.
Listen to me. Draymond Green was the identity of the Warriors outside of them shooting on the defensive end. What are you talking about? Yo, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Come on, man. Draymond Green is a role player. Yo, Corey, shut the fuck up. You crazy, bro. What's wrong with y'all, man? What's wrong with y'all, bro? Come on. No, Draymond is not no role player. What are you talking about, man? This is another stupid take by you.
Really?
Listen, you the same person. You're the same person that just came up here yesterday talking about OKC was a big team. What are you talking about?
Can he carry your team?
Say it again.
Can he carry your team?
If the correct pieces are around him, he's a big part of the identity. Absolutely. Now scoring. Hold on. Listen. I can't hear you for some reason. You sound like you covering your mic or something.
Okay, I'm covering my mic.
Like I said, listen, when you think about the Warriors, let me tell you something. Part of the reason Kevin Durant went to the Warriors is because Draymond Green whooped his ass on the defensive end, bro. He made the nigga a believer. It is what it is.
Yeah, all right.
Listen, you know what? Listen, y'all are entitled to y'all opinions about Draymond. Draymond is don't get me wrong. Do I feel like they overpaid him at this stage in his career? Yes.
Hey, true. Let me ask you a question. Since you're on Draymond kid. Hey, Bruce, you can validate this, Bruce. When Draymond, when the Golden State Warriors played against the Celtics in the finals a couple years ago, what did Draymond do?
They bench him.
Say it again.
They did what, Bruce? How you bench a Hall of Famer, Bruce? First ballot.
Here we go with this shit. First of all, what do you mean?
Hey, hold on.
Hall of Famer.
Hold on. Let me go to Kirk real quick. I'm going to go to Kirk and I'm going to let y'all continue. We got 38 likes. Let's get these likes up over 38 likes. What's good, Kirk?
What's good, BJ? What's going on, chat? They're having a really good conversation right now. I was really just listening.
Kurt, what's happening, Kurt?
What's up, bro? Nice
right.
meeting you, bro. You have a good argument. Of course, BJ, I didn't watch this game, but I wanted to. I did hear y'all talk about James Harden. Should he be an All-Star? And I ain't gonna lie, like I think him and Norman Powell should be an All-Star because James Harden definitely has carried the offense as like controlling the offense. Like he's controlled, like he's been a point guard. Like James Harden has played if you want to say he's an all-star this year in today's NBA, which is really not that competitive, then yeah, he's an all-star. But he could be a reserve. But if you ask me if you had to pick between Norman Powell or James Harden, I'll probably pick Norman Powell.
What?
I'm only saying that because he's been more impactful. But I ain't gonna lie, like it's not like Norman Powell's been like it's not like it's almost like it's like a 51-49 type thing. Like it's like James Harden and Norman Powell have been carrying the Clippers for real. I can't say that. The defense has been carrying them. I ain't gonna say that. But I think James Harden does deserve some All-Star votes because he has played pretty good basketball this year. But I didn't, like I said, I didn't watch that game, but I did pick the Clippers to beat the Bucks towards the end of the chat last night. But I already said Kawhi looks good, so I seen Giannis was still doing his thing though. So I didn't even watch the highlights. I ain't gonna hold you, but I'm gonna have to look at that game. But we all know the Clippers. You know they just need to be more consistent. Like old man said, gotta be more consistent. James Harden, he gotta be more consistent. But yeah, I would give James Harden some All-Star votes. I'm not gonna lie because I mean him and Norman Powell, like I said, without those two, the Clippers wouldn't be where they would be. Defensively is cool, but who's gonna run the offense and who's gonna put up buckets? And James Harden's been a really good distributor. But y'all argument that y'all having about Draymond Green, I ain't gonna hold you. I don't even know bro's name. Only the truth matters. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, he's spitting some facts. Draymond Green definitely like defensively. Like I'm not saying he's the best defensive player of all time, but he's been that for the Warriors, and plus he's been the point guard for the Warriors too. Quiet as kept. BJ said it himself. I mean, if you want to talk about Draymond now, he's not the same Draymond Green. But the reason why they gave it Klay Thompson is because Klay Thompson can't defend no more. So you have a player that can't defend, right? And he's not making his shots. So what are you doing on the court? You're just getting minutes. So either you're gonna get rid of Klay Thompson or Draymond Green. I think the obvious choice was Klay Thompson. No disrespect, but Klay Thompson.
Whoa. Klay Thompson was making shots last year. He averaged, I think, 20 and like 40 something. He was shooting. The thing is that what Klay was shooting in his prime is not normal.
BJ, Klay was done. He was done, bro. We've seen it.
But you're not done. You're not done shooting. You're averaging 20 something. If we're gonna say James Harden deserves to be an All-Star, Klay Thompson was putting up similar numbers scoring.
What was his numbers, BJ?
What? BJ, hell no.
Hey, BJ, what was his numbers?
Pull it up. I'll pull it up right now.
Go ahead, BJ.
He was averaging 19 points a game last year, I think.
But here's the thing: James Harden is impacting winning to a certain degree. Thompson wasn't impacted on winning with his last year run with the Warriors. Yo, that finals run against Boston, he was atrocious.
Well, I
it was horrible.
Whoa. We got to remember Klay Thompson was just coming off that. We got to remember Klay Thompson was coming off the injury, and Draymond Green got benched. Klay Thompson didn't get benched, so you still need his shooting to space the floor. And to be quite honest with you, the Warriors are better last year than they were this year. They were a 6th seed at one point last year. They were a 5th seed at one point. They're at the bottom of the whole Western Conference this year. So the move that they made to let Klay Thompson go, I think they thought they were going to get better. They didn't get better at all. They got worse. And what's funny is Dallas is better than Golden State now.
That's facts.
Who?
That's facts. He said
Dallas is better than Golden State now.
He's not lying about that. He's right about that.
So you thought Klay Thompson was the problem, but the team he went to got better and you got worse.
BJ, but
the problem wasn't Klay, BJ. They couldn't pay him. The same reason why we couldn't pay Paul George. They couldn't pay him. We just couldn't pay him.
They paid Draymond more than Klay, I thought, though.
But you got to remember, look when Draymond got that contract. When Draymond got that contract, the Aikman wasn't in place, bro. Once that, again, you're going to see that apron a lot of these teams. Like, for instance, we look at teams like Phoenix. They're not keeping all three of them niggas, bro. Somebody's going to have to go at some point.
Bradley Bill.
Who?
Bradley Bill.
No, Kevin is out. I guarantee you, this is what's going to happen.
What?
Listen to me. If I'm Kevin, I don't even want to play. Phoenix ain't going nowhere, bro. We've been watching this shit for the past 2-3 years with them now. Them niggas is horrible, bro. But here's the truth, though. Y'all really want to know why they're horrible like that? And this might surprise y'all. That the problem is not Kevin or Bill. It's actually Booker. Booker was never that good to begin with. He's a scorer. That's it. If you watch him, he can score, but what else does he do? He can get beat by his man on the defensive end. He's not really a very good passer like that. He can't control. Like he's not a Kobe sort of say. He's a scorer, but he's nothing else. It's the same way I feel about Tatum with the Celtics. I don't think Tatum and Brown are that good. I can't stand Jason Tatum. I hate Jason Tatum with a passion, bro. I just don't think he's that good. I never thought he was that good.
Hold up, bro. I do disagree with you on the Devin Booker part. I don't think Devin Booker is making the Suns bad. I ain't gonna lie, the Suns are actually pretty good with Kevin Durant in the lineup. I think Devin Booker actually became a better passer in the last 2 years. If you see his list gone up and his and you can just watch him, bro. Like Devin Booker, he's like invested into like being a team player. I don't think he's the reason why. I simply just think because the Suns just don't have enough. That's why they're not that good. That's how
they don't have enough.
Y'all know. I
they got 3 Hall of Famers right now. How they don't got enough?
I called D Book out. I called D Book out 2 years ago. I said his team was in the bottom of the West for like 4 or 5 straight years. So
yes.
I already told y'all about D Book.
And that's another thing. I think moving Chris Paul was another stupid decision they made. They should have kept Paul. They should have kept him.
Yeah, but here's my thing though, like because BJ, he was right about that when Devin Booker, because he was just losing, but he was putting up stats, so obviously he cared about his stats. What I see from Devin Booker right now is a Devin Booker that's trying to trying to win. I see a Devin Booker that's trying to like not score as much. He only scores when he needs to. Like he's actually passing the ball way more than what he ever did in his career to me. But that's not the reason why they're losing, like I said, because they don't have enough, bro. You gotta think. Kevin Durant,
how you don't got enough?
I'm gonna tell you, because Kevin Durant, he's a superstar, but he's aging. He's not the same no more. Kevin Durant can only do so much. He can't even go back and forth with another superstar like Anthony Edwards. He can't even go back and forth with you. So,
bro, why would you compare Anthony Edwards to Kevin Durant? Those are two different players.
I only compared those two because remember they faced off in the playoffs and Anthony Edwards killed him offensively. And Kevin Durant,
of course, Phoenix is garbage.
Yeah, but that's what I'm telling you. Like I'm saying, like Kevin Durant, he can't carry the offensive load as he used to. Like he can't do that anymore. That's number one. Number two, who's their third best player? Like Devin Booker's cool. Like you just said, he can't play too much defense, but they don't have a third option to go to, a consistent third option, and plus their defense is not all that.
They bought in Bradley. I mean, I don't, for whatever reason, I don't know, not to cut you off, big bro, I apologize. I don't know why they brought in Bradley Beal for whatever reason. I knew he wasn't going to fit. Here's the thing. I said the wrong take in the beginning. The problem with Phoenix is all 3 of those guys are scorers.
Correct.
That's all you know them for, is scoring.
Correct.
What else do you know them for?
That's why.
And none of them is a number one option. None of them.
No, they all were number one options. So your mentality is, I'm
to
the
score.
number one option.
Yeah, there you go.
And so when you get those type of individuals together on one team and they think they still the number one option, then it's not going to be no fluid play among them.
But old man, y'all are right. But I ain't gonna lie, I watched Phoenix this year.
Okay.
They literally try to play team basketball and win games. They're not a bad team. And y'all right, like they're always number one options. But I'm telling you, Devin Booker, you can look at his game and see that he's trying to take a back seat for the first time in his career. He's been doing it for 2 years. There's a reason why he wasn't scoring that much in the playoffs. I ain't gonna say Minnesota's defense stopped him. This nigga was trying to be a point guard. And then the last game he scored like 50. I'm like, bro, Devin Booker could have been scored that, but he was like, no, I'm trying to get my team involved. That's what he's trying to do. Like he's trying to become a better player. Like I'll get at Devin Booker. He's trying to become an all-around player. You gotta think Kevin Durant's in and out of the lineup, and Bradley Beal, he hasn't been the same since his injury. So it's like Phoenix are a good team, but they just simply don't have enough. That's all it is, bro. They don't have enough. Like Kevin Durant, like I said, he's 30-something years old. Like he's not going to get the job done.
And Budenholzer, he has to structure an offense that will really bring out the best out of those guys.
That's
you
what
can
I'm
have
exactly.
guys like that on the team, but if you don't have an offense that structure the good that they do, then you just got a compilation of players together who's just going to freelance or wing it. You know,
listen,
I agree, but they're actually trying to run sets and everything. I mean, but I'll say this though, like, you know, they obviously go to Kevin Durant and Devin Booker in the fourth quarter, pick and rolls, ISO. I understand that that's pretty efficient basketball because they are 3-level scorers. You really can't stop them. But other than that, I ain't gonna lie, like Suns just don't have enough, bro. That's all it is to me. And Kevin Durant is not the same player. Like BJ said, if you compare Kevin Durant and Kawhi, like I'm taking Kawhi all day because he does more. Like he don't have to score as much as Kevin Durant, but he's going to play better defense and he's going to rebound better than Kevin Durant. And Kevin Durant and Kawhi can make as good as Kevin Durant. I'm taking.
Well, the difference, because Kawhi is my favorite player, the difference between Kawhi and Kevin, Kawhi is a all around great player. See, this is what I tell people: if you look at Kevin is a taller version of Carmelo Anthony, bro.
Oh, no, Brian will say all that. That's crazy as hell. That's crazy.
Listen, when you listen to me.
He does
Hold
everything
on.
better than Carmelo, bro. Go ahead.
What does he do better than Carmelo?
Well, first of all, obviously he scores better. You laughing for him?
They the same player. One is just taller than the other.
I said he scores better. He plays better. He plays better defense than Carmelo, and he's a better off-ball player.
Kevin played defense? When? I didn't know Kevin played defense. Kevin never played no fucking defense. Ask BJ. Kevin never played defense.
And BJ gonna tell you the truth. He always played defense, bro.
Bro, Kevin don't play no D, bro. He never played defense.
That's cap, bro. He always played defense, bro. That's not
all right, listen. All I'm saying is, bro, from my perspective, all of these niggas are scorers, bro. If you ever look at the history of all scorers, only one scorer ever won. Let me see if y'all can guess who that scorer was.
MJ?
No.
What you talking about?
Kobe. And you know why he won? Because of the teams that was constructed around him and his head coach.
That's the same.
If you're a scorer, you need a certain. What I'm starting to understand is, if you're a scorer, a certain system has to be in place for you. You can't put 3 scorers on one team and say, we're going to just blow guys out by scoring. Well, what about on the defensive end? What about everything else that comes with X's and O's?
Okay,
that's why two-way players are the best players.
I agree with you.
You don't need as much around, because truth is right. Kobe was a scorer, but he also was a defender. Now,
here's the thing, and you know what? I want to apologize. I hated Kobe when he was alive, but my father was a big Kobe fan. I never really understood that. Yo, bro, listen, I'm a team guy. I'm my team. If I like my team and I like my favorite player, I don't like nobody else. So when I was younger, I didn't understand how great Kobe really was, bro. It wasn't until I got a little older, started going back, rewatching a lot of those games. I'm like, yo, this dude actually was a baller. You know what I'm saying? So I'll give Kobe his respect. Like, he definitely deserves his respect. He's definitely what he deserves to be in with his position he holds in basketball. Now, what I was trying to say, the point I'm trying to make is, why do you think Phoenix want to go get? Yo, who you here for, bro? Who you here for? All right, well, they got to come downstairs to get you. You got to step out, brother. So, why do you think they're trying to get Jimmy Butler? Because they want a guy that plays on both ends of the ball, bro. They're going to look at Jimmy. They want him to score. They want him to play defense. They want him to do all the shit that they don't want to do. Nah, that way, bro. Nah, that way. Go that way. You want to smoke a cigarette? My fault, y'all. Go out that way. I'm at work. All right, go ahead, bro. Go out that way. This nigga playing with me. Bro, come on, bro. Step out, bro. You got to step out. All right, go ahead, bro. Fuck, nigga. All right, so look, that's why they want Jimmy Butler because he's gonna play on both sides of the ball. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even think he's gonna help them. I don't think Jimmy gonna do nothing for them. The truth of the matter is, it's Phoenix is just constructed wrong. And that fucking owner, I think all he doing is looking to just make trades. Some of these guys just want to bring big names in and think it's gonna work, and it just doesn't work that way. That's why I like Kawhi's statement. He was like, "Oh, you don't need a big three to win," and you don't. These guys, I'm telling you, LeBron fucked up the whole play for basketball. Everybody started thinking you could pile a bunch of stars up on paper and it'll work. No, like if you look at Dallas ain't gonna win shit with Klay Thompson. Another team, all three of those guys are scorers. Still small roster. Like I don't know. Today's NBA is just weird. Like I don't know. I guess they're just trying shit out to see if it work. And then if you look right, it's all. If you look at these guys, it's all the same stars moving places. You got Kyrie moving somewhere. In another 3 or 4 years, if it don't work out in Dallas, he'll be going somewhere else. Kevin is another one. Eventually, he's gonna be screaming he want to get out of Phoenix to go somewhere else. All these niggas is doing is just playing musical chairs on teams. They're just moving around. It's like, yo, come on, bro, stay in one place, try to make it work. I think him and Kyrie should have stayed in Brooklyn. That was my opinion. I think where they went, it's just been nothing but horrible for them. But again, like I said, these guys are scorers. That's all they do is score. They don't do nothing else.
So what was the reason? What was the reason Phoenix made it to the finals and played the Bucks?
But okay, the biggest reason for that was Chris Paul.
Okay, but who was on the team though?
You had Torrey and Craig. All of those guys were good. And for the record,
Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, Mikal Bridges too.
I forgot.
He's fucking. He's alright.
So what I'm saying is, you had Devin Booker was on that team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you had Chris Paul, you had Mikal Bridges, the Iron Man, you had Torian Prince. I can't think of who their center was.
Jay Crowder. Crowder.
Ayton, I think, because Ayton had a problem with Monty Williams, so they tried to get the best out of him, but they couldn't, and that's probably one of the reasons they lost. But what I'm saying is, you had a good coach in Monty Williams. And then you had a very well constructed team with a leader.
Exactly.
See, that didn't take away from the other guys. See, you didn't have multiple scorers that need the ball to score and whatnot.
Exactly.
And see, we got to understand, if you really want to win a championship, you got to have a well constructed team. Just like Boston, we can say whatever we want to say about Boston. But Boston has a well-constructed team.
Yes, they do.
And they can play many ways. See, even though they shoot a lot of threes, but you got Drew Holiday and Derek White, they hit timely key shots. They're not looking to score because they know they roll. So you get a team where everybody know they roll, the sky's the limit. But you got a bunch of guys who need the ball and figure that, and egos get in the way. That's what's going on with Phoenix.
Exactly. That's why OKC is so good, because everyone plays their role in OKC. Everyone knows exactly what they need to do. That's why they're such a good team. It's not even about Shea. Like, Shea comes in there, and Shea Shea's a team player. As much as he scores, he just wants the team to thrive. You can obviously see that, bro. Everyone comes in there and does exactly what they need to do. There's not really too much complaining. My only problem with OKC is, like I said, is that fourth quarter. Is that fourth quarter scoring situation, and then that small ball. But they got their bigs out right now, though. But yeah, Phoenix, like you just said, bro, Phoenix is just missing. Like I said, they're missing pieces, bro. And
what is Phoenix missing? They have 3 of the best scorers in NBA history. What are they missing?
Toughness. That's what they're missing. Toughness, mental toughness. That's what Chris Paul was to the team. They missing an identity.
Listen, they move.
You got three ballers on one team. Bill, Booker, KD, all ballers. They're like, let me get my stuff off. But do you have a guy who can really construct, like really bring the team together when stuff is starting to go south?
I need wax. I ain't got my wax in the ear.
That's a good point, BJ. They are missing something
that's what I think Jimmy Butler would bring to them. There would be some sense of leadership.
And accountability too.
They should have never traded Paul. They should have kept Paul. For the love of me, I don't know why they moved Aiden for fucking Nurkic.
Right.
That shit was stupid. That was dumb to me.
Well, it was
Again,
Monty Williams. Him and Monty Williams was having problems. They was having issues.
Why was they having issues again?
Pardon?
I don't even know.
What was they having issues
Because
again?
he thought Aiden quit on the team.
Right.
But really, what the real issue was, and this from a source that I know, they kept trying to build the team around Devin Booker and Chris Paul, and not around DeAndre Ayton.
Right, because he was a #1 pick.
Yeah, that's what the story I heard.
Oh,
I don't know.
They said Aiden was a #1 pick. They should have been building the team around him.
Right.
Disagree with that though. I mean, you see him right now in Portland. What the hell is he doing?
But he wasn't like that on Phoenix.
Well, Portland is in a rebuild stage.
It was a time where you was looking at a great rivalry between Aiden and Joel Embiid.
Hell no.
No. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen, just jump the gun. When Philadelphia got Joel Embiid and Phoenix got DeAndre Ayton, because of the way Ayton plays, he plays similarly to Joel Embiid. And they was looking at those two centers as a rivalry. They was going to market that. The NBA was going to market that.
Okay.
But it didn't turn out well for Aiden because Monty Williams decided to go another route and use Aiden as a second or third option.
I mean, but you know what's crazy? Like he wasn't wrong at that, bro. Like what he did, like he was a third option on that team. Let's be honest. He wasn't the first or second. So I mean, maybe he wasn't getting used enough, but he wasn't. What I seen when he was getting cooked by Giannis, yeah, bro, he was getting like fried by that boy.
But he was in his feelings, though, Kurt. He was in his feelings.
Yeah, of course he was. Of course he was.
In his feelings.
Yeah, he was definitely a third option though for sure. But I know what you mean though. He probably thought he can do it like a little more. You know, on the court, like just give me the ball a little bit more. I'm not saying I'm gonna dominate the ball, but I should be able to get used more. So I see what you mean, but I ain't gonna lie. They had no answer for Giannis in that finals, so there was no way they was gonna win that to me. Like at all.
Let me ask you a question. What seed is Phoenix right now?
Like
they're the 8th seed.
Oh shit! Never mind.
They probably ain't going no. I'm intrigued.
Even
BJ, what's the seeding right now for the West?
First seed is OKC. Second seed is Houston. Third seed is Memphis. Fourth seed is Denver. Fifth seed is the Lakers. We're the 6th seed. Minnesota 7th, and Phoenix is 8th.
How was the Lakers the 5th seed, bro?
Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. I am so tired of them. I am so tired of the fucking Lakers, bro. I just wish they would go somewhere. I wish this old nigga would hurry up and retire, bro. Once he retired, them niggas would go back down into the fucking dumpster where they belong. I'm so tired of them niggas, man. I'm sick of them niggas, bro. Every national game they playing on TV. Nobody want to watch the Lakers play, bro.
They pick and choose to play. That's why I don't like it. They pick and choose to play.
Well,
pretty close.
I ain't gonna lie. Go ahead, man.
No. Go ahead before you lose your thought.
I said I ain't gonna lie though. That when AD said that all we missing is a 5, that kind of made me did think about the Lakers if they can get back into contention. Because that is a lot.
Worried about them.
I'm just saying, truth.
Go ahead, BJ.
If they get that, Anthony Davis said, I need a 5, and last time they had a real 5. Because I said it before, AD should not be playing the 5.
Why? He's 7 feet. He's a power forward. Power forward's like center. Why he can't play the 5?
Because he can, but he's better at a 4.
Okay.
It's just like Kawhi. Kawhi can play the 4, but I've seen he's better at a 3.
For sure.
Paul George can play a 3, but he's better at a 2.
That's so true.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't give a fuck about the Lakers, BJ. Lakers ain't doing shit. They got a 40-year-old running in. Hey, that shit ain't working. That shit is not gonna work, bro. The Lakers are horrible. They play horrible style of basketball. I don't care for the Lakers. Like, don't.
I mean, a five would do them justice though, but I ain't gonna. Yeah, but
They're not coming. Come on, man. They've been beat for like the past. When was the Lakers good? The bubble? That was the last time Lakers was really even that good.
But that's what he's
They
saying.
went to the conference finals.
That's when they had a center, and Anthony Davis was playing a 4.
And the only team they really got problems with, if you really want to be honest with it, is really us and the Nuggets. Everybody else is
Who
very
beat them
well.
last year? The Nuggets or
Warriors, the
Minnesota?
Suns, hell, the Grizzlies.
that's
Like,
a good point, BJ. Because that's a good point, BJ. I think
yeah, it's about matchups.
Yeah.
It's about matchups. This ain't about, oh, I'm the fifth force. This is about who you match up with.
You know what's crazy, BJ? That's LeBron's thinking though too. LeBron's thinking exactly like that. Like he's not worried about like where his team is. He's worried about who he's matching up with.
That nigga done, bro. That nigga done, man. That nigga finished, man. Why y'all keep talking about this old nigga? That nigga be 42 years old, bro. He's done.
You don't like
I don't like that nigga, bro. That nigga's done, and I'm glad he's done. I'm glad. I'm tired of watching
Yeah,
him.
he's definitely done. He's definitely done, bro.
Man. And all he doing is holding on. Yo, kick that nigga in the finger, man. He'll let go the cliff. He's done.
Hey, nah, bro. When I seen that boy miss 3 straight layups, bro, I said, damn.
Done.
He missed 3 straight layups one game. I said, damn, boy. I said,
done.
I said, bro, that's not. He missed 3 straight layups at the rim, bro. He missed one put back, then missed the second one. I said, oh yeah, you're done, bro. I said, even Tim.
All the Lakers most likely gonna do is go through the play-in, because I don't expect them to hold that 5th seed. Damn, I need glue. I need wax. Damn, I don't expect them to go through that 5th seed. I don't expect them to hold that. They might end up going to the play-in. Most likely probably getting beat by a better team to probably get to the playoffs. So they might get there, but they going out.
Right, bro. I don't think they want to face. If they hold on to the 5th seed, they face Denver. They didn't want to face Denver.
They done.
They don't want to face Denver.
I'm interested to see what we do during this trade deadline. Because I heard this dumb idiot the other day who was he playing the other day? I think he was playing, I think it was Washington. And he like, oh, we like the way the team is constructed. Nigga, I don't like the way this team is constructed. So you better make some moves. I'm interested to see what my Clippers going to do at the deadline. I want to see who's going to go and who's going to come in.
Who said that the Clippers are good?
Lawrence Frank.
Lawrence Frank.
Yep.
We know what he's about. You know.
His dumb ass. I really like the way the team is constructed. You know, we don't really need. Okay. We gonna see.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Nah, I ain't gonna roll with that. What he's talking about. We don't need to make any moves.
Dude, we need to make moves.
Clippers need to make some moves though, because they're right there. They borderline got the piece that they need, but they don't particularly have everything they got. Like they're like right there, like they're right there.
And see, that's what I'm saying. We 23 in scoring. If we don't get another scoring option, what would happen if something happened? What would happen if Powell? What happened to Powell last year when he got hurt? When he got that gash on his head? His offense, it dwindled. He got injured. He wasn't the same. What would happen if Harden get hurt?
If Harden get hurt, that's going to be devastating.
You understand what I'm saying? We're going to lose. Not only will we lose scoring, we're going to lose assists and the other things that everybody likes him doing.
But I do like Porter though, bro. I do like Porter with the ball in his hands. Like the more he has the ball in his hands, I like Porter. I like the way Porter looks because he makes quick decisions. He doesn't hold the ball on for too long.
But those two guys are the one that has held offensively the Clippers.
Hey, let me go to Skills real quick. What's good, Skills?
What it do, BJ? What up, fellas? How y'all doing, man?
Skills, bro? How you feeling, bro?
Man, chilling, bro. How y'all feeling after the game last night, man?
Oh, come on, man. You know how we feeling?
Man, come on now. I feel like I just heard like the last 5 or 10 minutes of the video or whatever. Everybody got good takes, but I heard y'all say that we need to make a whole lot of moves or something along those lines. But I don't think we need to make a whole lot of moves. I think we need to back up big, and that's about it, honestly. Because I was looking For a minute, I thought we needed a 4. But I think we got enough 3s and 4s. I ain't gonna lie to you because like everybody's saying like go get a 4, but what 4s are we gonna go get? And then the 4 that we get, I feel like we're gonna have to give up too much to get the 4 because I feel like between Nicholas Batum, Derrick Jones Jr., Kawhi, Amir Coffey, and shit, Kobe Brown. I mean, but we got enough wings. We don't need no more wings. We need a backup big. And I'm not even so big on getting rid of KPJ at this minute.
Of course you're not. And you know why you're not? Because like I told BJ at the beginning of the year, he was gonna show up. But we ain't seen Terrence Mann that. We ain't seen Terrence Mann in a long time.
Oh, that's because Terrence Manners is so spotty. You know what I mean? So you know, he's not a bum. But let me finish my take though. He's not a bum. But I will say though that Karen Porter Jr. is cool. I think he come in and help us get a game or here or there in the playoffs or whatever. But I just think he's tolerable. I think we can win with him because he don't necessarily have to have the ball in his hand all the time. And the game last night just kind of showed me that a little bit. Like, you know, he does play good, solid defense. And if he's on, you know what I mean, if he's hitting, you know, he can go for 15, you know, 10, 15, maybe even 20, you know, every once in a while. But because we got Christopher Dunn, because we got other people that can handle the ball as well, he don't necessarily have to be the main ball handler. So I feel like, you know, I was big on the beginning of the season on getting off of him, but unless we get something back solid, I'm cool. I'm 100% okay with keeping the team that we have and just getting the backup big. I preach all the time, bro. You gotta build that chemistry, and I feel like we've built a lot of chemistry at this point in the season, and I don't want to ruffle those feathers. We just now working Kawhi back in as he continues to become more and more himself. This team is going to look better and better. And then just giving my take on last night game, to me, it was just typical Doc Rivers fashion, giving up, you know, leads in the fourth quarter. And that's just what it is, man. I see him watch his team go from being up 5 to down 6 before he called a timeout. And T. Lue didn't do nothing crazy. He just made a simple adjustment. He just started throwing double teams at Dame and Giannis. And that simple adjustment took Doc Rivers almost a quarter to figure that out. So I'm like what I'm saying, man. The Clippers look good. Y'all can make all these moves or say we should make all these moves if y'all want to. I feel like at this point in the season, it can have a worse effect than it does good. Because I feel like we get it back up big. I feel like we're ready to go.
All right. Let me go to Mingo real quick, and I'm gonna let y'all get back to it. Appreciate your skills. Good, Mingo.
What's going on, man?
What's up, bro?
What's going on?
What's
Hey,
up, Mingo?
what's good? Hey, man, I feel the same way. I feel the same way. God just got finished talking to you, but I don't think a lot of these teams be talking about making all these moves, but y'all don't need all these players. All them players just on the team just complicate things and disrupt the chemistry and all that. I just think you just need, like you said, a backup big, somebody to back Zubac up when he come off the floor, and y'all will be fine. I don't think y'all need all these players y'all think y'all need. That's what a lot of teams mess up at. They bring all these new guys in, it disrupt the chemistry. Then they be wondering what's wrong with the team and why the team is doing as good. That's because they ain't used to playing with these guys. They ain't played with these guys all season. But now anything after February, now they playing with these guys and they ain't really got enough time to get their chemistry back like it was. And now you get your ass kicked in the playoffs. So whenever you getting beat, now they wondering what's going on, man. Our team ain't as good as it was. Yeah, because you done traded everybody and got these new guys in there, which you didn't even need in the first place.
You ain't lying about that.
I wouldn't make a bunch of trades, but I do point out the deficiencies on the roster. Like we do lack space shooting. We do have a bunch of guys who haven't been proven in the playoffs. Like we do have the guys we depend on in the playoffs haven't been proven. KPJ hasn't been proven in the playoffs. We got Mobama ain't been proven in the playoffs. We got most of these guys like we brought in are new guys. Chris Dunn ain't been proven in the playoffs. So because of all this, and we brought all these players in, that's what we're relying on to carry us. We already have our reserves on James Harden in the playoffs. That's our second option. Well, that's what people call their second option. Norman Powell's proven. Zubac. They play Kawhi, Norman Powell, and Zubac. Only three has played with each other together. So I think we don't even make a bunch of moves, but I do look at the deficiencies on the roster and I pile them up against the teams that we're gonna be competing up against. That is a cause for concern. But I will say this: I think Kobe Brown can be that four for us. He just don't play enough.
I mean, I see what you're saying, and I get what you're saying,
That's
DJ. I understand everything you're saying, but at the same time, though, I still don't think y'all need to. Like you said, these guys ain't proven in the playoffs. I mean, what team is proven in the playoffs before they win? That's just like that 2020 team that the Lakers had. None of them guys weren't really proven in the playoffs until they won.
That's
Same
true.
thing with Bucks. I mean, it's just you just gotta go with what you gotta go with. And Kawhi is proven in the playoffs. That's our best player.
How about this?
How about this? To the rest of the players.
I'm saying chemistry wise, when you go up against it, like you just said, chemistry. So we're looking at OKC, they've been together. We're looking at Denver, they've been together. We're looking at Memphis, they've been together. They've been together. They have a chemistry. They have a system, and that's another thing too. Our system, and I've said this before, is going to rely. It's a defensive system that we see in the season. When the playoffs hit and the game slows down, you forced to hit shots and you forced to take care of the ball. That's when we're going to see what the guys are really made of. I'm not concerned with Kawhi other than is he going to get back to his full self. But you got to look at the other teams too.
But here's the thing though, BJ. Every team has deficiencies. No team is going to be 100% solid, stacked in every position from the 1 to the 5. Every team is going to have deficiencies. And I know we got a lot of players on the team that's not proven in the playoffs, but we got a lot of players on the team that are proven in the playoffs. So, like, we actually got a healthy balance. We got Kawhi that's proven. We got Norman Powell that's proven. We got Zubac that's proven. We got Terrence Mann that's proven. We got T. Lue that's proven. We even got an assistant coach that's proven. So I think it's like a healthy balance where even the players that might not have a track record of being good in the postseason, they got the right leadership to feed off of. Like I know, BJ, Kawhi gonna command his troops by his play in the playoffs. And once you see a person rise to that level, you have no choice but to meet them there. You either gonna meet them there or somebody on the bench gonna take your spot. And you can even just take the small sample size that we have. Like these players that has been playing with Kawhi just in this 6 or 7 games, their play has risen. Like I think KPJ is looking as good as he's looking to me, but primarily because he's playing like alongside Kawhi Leonard. Same with Nicholas Batum, same with a couple of these other guys. Like Nico didn't have a good game last night, but every other game since Kawhi has been back, he's played well. So like when your star player is there, he's going to rise the level. And I just think we have a good balance. I'm not saying we don't need to make no moves, but we got weaknesses just like every other team has weaknesses. And that's where the coaching and the X's and O's and the scheming and all that's going to have to come into play in the postseason. I'm just looking at talent-wise, how much talent. We have so much talent that we can't even play all of the talent that we have. So like we go and trade some pieces and get another player that may not even play. And then, like we said, we got to build the chemistry with that guy. I think, man, sometimes you just got to work it out with what you have. We get the backup big. I promise y'all, I think we're good to go.
I agree with that. I second that.
So y'all good with this team going into the postseason?
I'm a little iffy. I'm a little
let me ask y'all this, right? So you don't have confidence in what you've seen in Amir Coffey all season. He haven't showed you
I've been big on Amir Coffey. I ain't worried about it.
Okay.
But people said they wanted to trade him, which was crazy last year.
Yeah, crazy. That's crazy talk, right? We done watch his development, right? So you can even say that him and T-Man are interchangeable. T-Man is not having as good of a season as Amir Coffey, but I have watched both of them young men develop, and I'm confident in where they are currently. I think they will show up in the postseason. I know Nico gonna show up in the postseason because his track record from the last 5 years has shown me that he shows up in the postseason. He even showed up in the postseason last season with the Sixers. So I'm not worried about him. That's why you play him in spot minutes throughout the season. People say Nico old. That's why we playing him the way that we playing him, because he's old. We're not going to give Nico no 25, 30 minutes, but we know when the playoffs come, he good for a good solid 10 to 15 minutes where he's going to be very impactful in his minutes. He's going to come play hella defense. Hell, we can even throw, like on a matchup we had last night, I've seen Nico guard Damian Leonard and lock him up. I've seen that happen. I've seen that with my two eyes. So it's like, you know, he'll show up, but these are all small pieces. Then we still got our big guns. Like, I think we good, man. We match up well. It's gonna come down to X's and O's anyway.
Okay, when you said if you say if it comes down to X's, if you comes down to X's and O's, then that already tells me, concerns me, because that's the same thing that we complain about Ty Lue all the time.
Thank you.
About him creating a system. Like, if that's the thing. If you say it's on X's and O's, I don't trust him over Mike Malone. I don't trust him over Mayu Udoka. I don't even trust him over that coach from OKC. So if you're gonna say it's X's and O's and it's about, bro, that's not something that's in our favor.
I mean, it's one of many things. Like you're right, but we're not gonna sit up and act like T. Lue don't coach better in the postseason. No, we're not gonna act like he ain't pulling no tricks out of a hat. He has. I've seen him do it. But I'm just saying we got a good combination of talent and coaching, and that's just what it's gonna be. I don't think we're gonna have a perfect roster no matter who we go trade for. It's gonna have its deficiencies. I guess that's all I'm saying. Whoever we go trade for, that roster that y'all think in y'all brain that's gonna make us so much better, even that roster is gonna have deficiencies.
Hey,
well, I guess I won't make any trades, but I think the biggest thing and people think I'm crazy, I would insert Kobe Brown into that, either that starting rotation, or I would put him as one of the key guys off that bench.
I agree.
I think
he deserves minutes.
That's facts. That's facts.
I agree. I agree.
But BJ, like God was saying though, y'all already you saying y'all need to make, people already saying y'all need to make trades. You saying Kobe Bryant need to play. Kobe Bryant not even playing right now. If y'all make more trades, it's gonna push him farther down the bench. If these players that y'all bringing in better than Kobe Bryant, it's gonna push him farther down the bench. And he really ain't gonna play.
You're right.
I'm not gonna be, but Skills is absolutely right. I ain't gonna lie, because I was thinking we have to do something, and BJ is too with that Kobe Brown. After what I seen him play, I mean I seen him play before, but when we played Boston, I said, no, this dude like pretty much does everything that he's in the right spots on the court. Like the thing about the Clippers is we already know it's the X's and O's, it's the coaching. So if they can get the bench right, then the Clippers will be okay. If the Clippers can stay healthy and Ty Lue can somehow get the bench rotation right, then I think the Clippers will be a threat, bro. Because I ain't gonna lie, like I keep saying this, bro. The NBA is not that competitive right now, bro, and teams can take advantage of this. OKC's taking advantage of it right now. Clippers are doing it with their defense. Like there's not too many teams in the West, like BJ said, that's like dominant. So, and the Clippers got like from starters to their bench, or good defensive and offensive players. So if Ty Lue can play the right people and on the bench, then the Clippers are gonna be okay. They could win possibly. I'm not saying they're going to, but if everything,
I'm saying it's gonna be more on Kawhi. That's what I'm saying. If you want me to be honest, it's gonna be more on Kawhi. Kawhi is not gonna be able to just be cool and win the championship. He's gonna have to be star-studded Kawhi for us to win, which I don't think that's much of an ask, but that's what I'm saying. Get ready for it.
And this is the question, right?
I don't think so.
I'm with you on that, Minga, only because like. So I'm gonna be real. I had to check. I even had to check myself, bro. I had to check myself because all season I've been screaming, we need to get off KPJ. We need another ball handler. We need another stretch four. We need a 5. I'm screaming all this shit that we need. But then, like when I really just started really paying attention to the team, why would we get rid of our guards? We have guards that can score and lock up shit. Like we had guards last night that was stealing the ball from Giannis. Like I don't even really think that we thinking about that. Like if we had guard play that was doubling it and getting the ball out of Giannis' hands. Some of that was Derrick Jones Jr., but some of that was our guard play. So I'm like, man, we don't need to give up any guards. We don't need to give up anything. Right now, like people saying Kawhi need to play more minutes, but I'm like, I would agree with them if we were losing, but we winning these games where he playing 19 and 20 minutes. So why not let him play those 19 and 20 minutes while he works himself back into, where we want him to be in the postseason if we still winning. Now, if we still losing, then yeah, by all means increase his minutes, but we're able to do it. So why not rest our player? And to me, that just proves like what Mingo was just saying is like Kawhi not gonna have to carry a heavy load like that. We've been winning all season without Kawhi. We just need him to be who he is. Matter of fact, I would even make the argument that he has to be less of who he was opposed to who he was last year. He had to be more last year.
No. Let me ask you a question. I'm gonna ask you a question, and I want you to. I'm going by yesterday. I'm gonna go old man after this. I'm gonna go to Rob after because I know old man had a question. So you say he has to do less this year than last year. So if that's the
He
case,
will do.
what's our record against the OKC Thunder this year?
I think we lost every game against them.
Okay, what's our record against Houston this year?
We lost every game against them as well.
What's our record against Denver this year?
We split with them 2-2.
What's our record against Minnesota this year?
They swept us.
So you got 3 teams who are in the playoff mix right now. I think Minnesota is the 7th seed. And then Memphis, we beat them once, and then Lakers beat them once. So with the teams we played up against, our top-rated teams, we've gotten beat by all 3 of them. So so that's why I'm saying I have to see us with Kawhi against them same teams. I can't say that it's because if it was really like how you said it was, like we're gonna win without, bro, we would have beat those teams.
Yeah, I don't feel like we can beat those teams without Kawhi. We got to have Kawhi to beat those teams that you just named. I'm just saying Kawhi just has to be himself. I don't think he has to go Hulk Hogan mode and go on a 30-game stretch where he, getting these crazy splits and shit that he did last year.
Yeah. We also beat Phoenix. How many games we lost? Every game against Phoenix. We beat Kawhi against Phoenix twice last year, and we beat Denver without Kawhi and Denver. The team was better last year. The team was better last year. We just didn't have if Jeff Van Gundy was on that team last year, bro, we would be the number 1 seed.
I think that would make a difference. I think that would have made a big ass difference. I'm not even gonna lie about the Jeff Van Gundy take. I do think that would have propelled that team a little bit more.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Kawhi got to be at least 80% though. He can't. We all know he's not.
No, he has to be himself. He has to be himself.
Like he got. To me, Kawhi just got to. Well, fuck all that. He got to average. He got to average like 20. No, you don't. He got to average like 26, 27. I
need 30 from Kawhi in the playoff. That's what I need. I need 30.
He might not give it, but hold up, Skills. He might not give it to us, bro. He might give it 26, 27.
Hey, I'm just telling you what I need. I'm just telling you what I need, and I'm just telling you what I expect, and I'm just telling you based on the Kawhi that I know in the playoff. I need 30. I'm not gonna be satisfied with anything less than 30.
Let me go to old man real quick. Old man, a question, and then I'm gonna let Rob go. Go ahead, old man.
Yeah, I'm listening to Mingle and I'm listening to Skills saying that we really don't need to make any moves. Say like if we stay pat with what we have right now and other teams improve and we go into the playoffs with the roster that we have. Because see, sometimes regular season games can be fool's gold. So last night we played very good against a very good team. And now everybody's saying, see how we played last night? We should just stand down. We shouldn't make any moves or whatnot because of what we seen last night. But you have to remember in the playoffs, it's a 7-game series. And there's adjustments that's going to be made throughout that series. So we stand pat and don't look into the future of how we can get better and other teams do. What chance do we have in the playoffs? That's just a question.
Who you want to answer that?
Yeah, and their teams are well coached.
Teams are definitely well coached. I ain't gonna lie about that. I don't think Kawhi has the average 30 of those skills. I'm so serious. I don't think he might not be, like, realistically, he might not, bro. I'm just being honest. But I don't think he has to though.
Kirk, if Kawhi don't average 28 to 30 points in at least two of those series, bro, we're not winning that series.
But
That,
see,
but
Depends
what's
who we
gonna
face.
happen?
Depends who we face.
But I'm only
Depends
saying
who we
that,
face.
BJ. I'm only saying that, BJ, because realistically, we have to look at he might not do that, though. I'm being so serious, bro. He might just give you 26, 27. I'm being so.
I mean that, look,
That's
we
what he
can
might
get
do.
by with that. We can get by with that maybe, but I'm just telling you, like the best teams like OKC, like if it's just even that individual series, I need 30 from Kawhi. That's the only way that we beat a team like that.
Well, see,
But
you don't need 30 from Kawhi, but then you may take 6 or 8 away from Powell. You may take 6 or 8 away from James Harden. See, it's like adding by subtracting.
But it's going to be like that regardless, though, old man. Like to answer your question, you saying it's a 7-game series and teams going to make adjustment. But that's why I'm saying we need to stay put, because we loaded we got hella 3s and 4s. We got hella guards. Only thing we need is to have hella big men, but we got everything else. So even if it is a 7-game series, you know, we got the personnel where we can switch up and match up well with almost any team. And that's the point I'm making. We move off some of our guards, some of our wings and stuff like that. And then we get back one player, but now we don't have the personnel to make the adjustments. If everything don't pan out with that one player that we putting all our hopes and dreams and thinking that we can go get and just gonna make this team, put this team over the top. The guy that's gonna put the team over the top is Kawhi Leonard. We just need good pieces around Kawhi Leonard. And I think that we have that with the roster that we have right now.
Okay, just like we've been raving about Derrick Jones Jr. for the last few games. But look what happened when he had to play the 4 against Giannis last night. He wasn't as productive.
It's Giannis. It's Giannis, though.
Giannis is like one of the best players in the league, though.
Yeah, it's Giannis. And we know we stick Kawhi on Giannis. When those moments come, it's gonna be Kawhi on Giannis. Not that. Look, don't get it confused. Kawhi Leonard is the best defender on the team.
But then that's a moot point because the Giannis is in the East. They won't even play Giannis unless they see him in the finals. So that don't even matter.
Agreed.
We can't act like there's not players like Giannis in the West.
They're not. Ain't no power forward in the West like Giannis. Stop
I'm gonna
it.
say, yeah, that's not.
Ain't no player like Giannis in the West.
If the Lakers get a 5, if the Lakers get a 5, if the Lakers get a 5, mess around and get a 5, and put AD at that 4, that's gonna be a problem. I don't care what y'all say. That's a problem.
AD is not better than Giannis, but
see, the problem is we not looking at every other team that wants to get better. We're not looking at it. That's the reason we say we're gonna stay pat. We're gonna stay pat. Other teams gonna want to get better.
Okay, but if y'all like Skill said, if y'all get better and y'all do get, say, a player or two over there, and y'all put all y'all eggs in one basket with this player, they get injured. Now what?
No.
Y'all done lost all y'all depth. Now what?
We got players that's not even playing, that's on expiring contract.
Y'all gonna have to trade some of those players if y'all get a good enough player. You do know that, right?
That's fine, Mingle. There ain't nothing wrong with that. That's how you're supposed to get better. If you aspirations of winning a championship, look,
you talking about players
at aspirations of winning a championship, you have to get better. That's just the bottom line.
That's true, but sometimes getting better
ain't the whole thing. You see what the Lakers try to do? They won in 2020 and try to get their team better and fail miserably.
And sometimes getting better ain't necessarily making a trade. It ain't always making a trade. Getting better sometimes. Exactly. It's looking at your own deficiencies and your weaknesses and working on them. Like, it ain't always just a quick fix. Like, it ain't always just you can make a trade and everything get better.
Deficiencies.
See, look, y'all do have, but every team has deficiencies, though. And here's the thing, man. The reason last night game was so telling is because we played what y'all would consider a bigger team. They had a big ass 4 and a big ass 5. Like, those are the teams that y'all consider big, and we matched up okay against them without even playing the 2 backup bigs that we do have.
That's one game.
That's true, but I can only base it off what I'm seeing, though, old man. Just like you saying we losing games and we win the game, the top teams that we haven't beat, the regular season can be telling on both sides. Just because we couldn't beat those teams in the regular season don't mean that we can't match up well with them teams in the postseason. I'm all about fixing what we have right now. I'm not saying don't make a move, but if the move is outside of us just giving up the people that's riding the bench like Bone Highlands, the PJ Tuckers that we sent home, and people like that. Man, look, we just need a big. That's all we need. And other teams may or may not get better, but I'd rather have a group of players that I've been playing with all season. I done worked on our deficiencies. We done got better. The chemistry is there. I'll run it that way. I like my odds better that way.
That's what I just said.
Let
I
me
said
let,
the guy. I said
they
the
beat the
guys.
let
Lakers.
me go to Rob.
The
Let
Lakers
me
is
go
the
to
fourth
Rob.
team.
Let
They
me go
beat
to
the
Rob real
Lakers.
quick. Let me go to Rob real quick. I'm gonna go to Rob real quick, and I'm gonna go right back to y'all. Y'all got a lot of good points. What's good, Rob?
Hey, what's up, BJ, man? You right, man. Everybody got really good points, man. I'm just listening. And, Skill said something, a while back, in a couple podcasts ago. He was saying that adversity, and I keep thinking of adversity. And, you know how we haven't had Kawhi all season. And I just feel like if we trade, like you guys are saying, we trade pieces, we're going to lose pieces. And like, we want to build a chemistry, right? As a team, we want to build a chemistry. And I think adversity, for us to go through all the adversity that we went through this season is making us stronger. You know what I'm saying? And I want to see us stay with the same group because I like Skills saying, I just don't think if we lose, we're going to lose chemistry getting a center that Ty Lue probably won't play. You know what I'm saying? It really depends on the player that we get, of course. I feel like if you get like a Vucevic or something, like he's gonna have to play him. There's no way you can say it, Vucevic. Um, but I I like where we're at, man. I feel like we're a strong team. We're just getting Kawhi back. We're
Exactly.
just getting him back.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He's getting into the flow of things. He's looking real good, man. What a game last night, by the way. And and another thing is, you guys are talking about we need all these, but look at all these centers that aren't really putting their back to the bat. Like, look at Robin Lopez last night. Like the man is almost 7'3" and can't back down nobody. And it just tells you where the game is at. All the centers want to shoot threes, man, and nobody really want to back down anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I just think that we're good where we're at. We don't need any trades. I think we just keep building, man. Just keep building. Get the camaraderie stronger. Become more of a brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? And because like I don't think KPJ is here to stay. I don't think we're gonna get rid of him. Like if we do get rid of somebody, it's probably gonna be T-Man. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, I think we should keep T-Man. T-Man, like Skills was saying in the other podcast, we need him. He has playoff, what's the word?
Intangibles.
There you go. Thank you. And I just think we should stay where we're at, man, and just keep going through the adversity if we got it, and Kawhi keep getting stronger, keep getting better each game.
But for the guys out there keep talking about y'all need trades, y'all need to make trades, y'all need to get better. Old man, for example, say y'all need to get better. Y'all need to trade this player to get better because the other team's gonna get better. So say for instance, the Clippers did. Steve Ballmer, you don't call everybody. They be trying to get better. Who are you trading, and what player are you getting back? And what does getting better look like?
Hold up.
Who you trading, and what player you getting back?
They've been trying to get better for the last like 4 years, actually. If you think about
Yeah.
it,
Can we get any better than Paul George? Like I mean, like.
Hey, the thing about, I ain't gonna lie, like what you just said, Rob, about building up Kawhi, that's the thing. Like, I know y'all saying Kawhi got to average 30, bro. I'm not saying that he shouldn't, but I'm saying, like, I don't know if y'all remember when Kawhi said this on the Raptors team when he first came back from the injury. He said, if I'm the third best player on the team, he said, that's what I'm gonna have to be. Kawhi has to work his way up. So there's gonna be some series where he's gonna average 26, 27. He's not gonna average 30 in the playoffs for every series, bro. That's not. But guess what? All Kawhi has to do is dominate his matchup. That's all he has to do. If Kawhi dominates his matchup in the playoffs, the Clippers will be good.
Man, that's what I don't even like you saying. I don't think you need to average 30 because at the end of the day,
Look, I agree with y'all.
if Zubac's getting fed like he's supposed to be, he don't need to get 30. He can get it easy.
He's got
But this is the thing about it. That's a great point Rob just made. If he gets fed. Now, based off of we've been saying he needs to get more shots, right?
Okay.
That's what we've been saying all season. So
Right.
what makes somebody think that's gonna all of a sudden just be like, okay, light bulb, let's get the ball to Zubac? It's a reason why he's not getting fed the way he should be getting fed. So if we give Zubac the ball,
Okay.
okay, somebody's gonna have to somebody's gonna be left out the mix. And this is the question I always keep going back to.
Okay.
If James Harden cannot, if he gets like the Houston series against Houston when we played them the last 2 times, he was bad both those games. There's certain teams that I feel like can exploit our deficiencies,
Okay.
but that's why I say Kawhi has to go out there and almost dominate, because it's not going to be enough for us to skate by and win, because these other teams, in my personal opinion, are just as well coached as us, just as more talented as us. But the only thing I feel like we have the efficiency over is we got Kawhi Leonard on the team.
I feel like
That's
it
the
really
only
comes
thing that
down
I
to one
see.
person. I'm gonna tell you who it comes down to.
That's a good
James
point.
Harden. James Harden's gotta know what he's here for. Like he gotta look. Last night he played great. He got 40. Cool. But he's not, that's not who he is anymore. I think if he plays his role like he's supposed to, feed Kawhi and Zoo, put him in the right positions that need to be put, keep throwing lobs to DJ when he's going back door. You know what I'm saying? If James Harden, he is the X factor. This is why everybody's saying throughout the season they don't care what he does. Because in the playoffs is where you're a made man. If James Harden plays his role like a point guard and don't try to dribble, step back 3, we can go somewhere. We can go far.
But see, I'm thinking the point I'm making when I keep saying chemistry is we're gonna need all of that. Like all of y'all are right. Like we don't need Kawhi to average 30 for every playoff series, but for one of those playoff series, maybe even 2, he may have to. We may need that, and
that's cool.
we
That's
do.
cool.
We do need to. We do need to dump the ball down to Zoo, and he do need to make touches. We are gonna have some games where James Harden go for 35 or 40. He ain't got to do that for every game or even every other game, but we may need a game like that from James Harden. We may need a game like that from Norman Powell. That's why I'm saying I want to work on the chemistry of the team that we have, because by getting another big, that ain't gonna make Zubac get more touches by getting another stretch 4 or something like that. Like even though I do think we do need a backup big, but adding different personnel is not gonna guarantee that Zoo get the touches that he need. Only thing gonna guarantee that is us working with what we have right now. The only thing we need is a backup big. If we get a solid backup big, we match up well with anybody. Obviously, we need Kawhi to be Kawhi, but all of y'all are right in y'all assessments. I just feel like that's why we need to build a chemistry, because it's going to take all of that. You don't just win a championship by just playing one way. You had some games where Kobe was going on. You had some games where Shaq was going on. You had some games where you maybe had Rick Fox give you, or Derek Fisher give you a couple threes. Like all of that shit have to happen for you to win a championship. That's just the reality of it. So we need all of it.
So is there any way to get? I feel like I feel like we have a lot of talent, and like you were saying earlier, I feel like we have too much talent. I think that is there any way we can get off a few pieces without like maybe get like some picks back or something?
Get rid of Bones.
Right.
They don't play Bones ever.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. Like get rid
some
of
these
Bones.
guys, so guys like Kobe Brown can get into the get some minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Or get in the trade talk, get better big. Put Kobe Brown, put Bones, and put like another player. What's his name? Jordan. Or I don't know. They can definitely put something together. We all.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is there any way we can get off of some of these guys and just get like some I don't know, something. You don't even need like a player. Like just get some like I don't know.
Skills. Skills. How you feel about Mo Bamba?
See, I'm cool getting off of Mo Bamba. Like for me, I can package up a Mo Bamba, I can package up a Bones, I can package up a PJ Tucker, and just see what I can get with that. I'm not trying to give up too much. I just want to see what I can get with that.
See,
you know what I mean?
I'm cool with that.
You know the reason I asked that?
What's that?
I asked that is because if Zubac going into the playoff, how many minutes are we planning on playing Zubac?
And see, man, I've been talking about this all season because I'm one of the ones that feel like we play Zubac too many minutes as is. You know what I mean? But I feel like Zubac need to Here's the thing, what do we want from Zubac? If we want Zubac to give us double doubles, at least average 15 to 18 points with 10 rebounds and a whole shebang. If we want him to do that throughout the entire playoff run that we go on, he don't need to be playing 35 and 40 minutes. He need to be somewhere around 27 to 30 minutes. That's where he need to be, and he needs to have a solid backup man to come in and can play the rest of those minutes where we don't feel like we have to keep throwing them in there.
But skills, none of that matters though if Ty Lue's still gonna go small.
But see, here's the thing. Some matchups we are gonna have to go small. That's the reality of it. Some matchups we are gonna have to go small ball. And I'm telling you, just based on what I've seen, no, not the whole
But we
time,
know
but for
Ty
a
Lue
series,
though. We
maybe
know
a
Ty
game.
Lue will die on that hill with small ball though. He gonna die
He
on that hill.
will. He will. I'm not going to even have no pushback on that. He will. But I'm just saying the small ball that we've seen so far this season has been effective. With Kawhi in the lineup, it has been very effective.
Man, Ty Lue, I'm just gonna say it. Ty Lue rotation sometimes is trash. That's
Almost
the only.
definitely.
That's the only
Yeah.
smoke I have for Ty Lue. His rotations be atrocious sometimes. I do got to say that.
You know our
Yeah, most
biggest
definitely.
So
problem.
who's the 9-man? Who's the 9-man rotation then?
Good question.
Man, the
See,
starter.
for
See, that's
me,
my question.
There's no way
What is the
T-Man
9-man rotation?
T-Man and Amir gotta be in there, bro. There's no way
What
they
you
don't
talking
get
about? The
minutes.
playoffs
So
or
we
you talking
already
about
got a
now?
problem.
You
We
talking about
already
the
have a
playoffs or
problem
right
then.
now?
We already the playoffs. See, we already have a problem now because T-Man's already out the rotation.
It
So
goes
who's
to about 7 to 8 in the playoffs. The rotation goes
yeah,
about
you
7 to
got
8.
Harden, Norman
So
Powell.
so we
So
saying
it's
T-Man
T-Man, then
can't.
Amir for
So
sure, but then
what's our
Chris, you got
rotation?
Chris Dunn. And it's like I don't even know. I feel like we should move off of Chris Dunn, but that's just me, bro. But
Man,
Name
somebody
the
ain't gonna
players though.
play.
Like who will be in 9-man rotation? Like so what? We got what?
Somebody ain't gonna play. That's all I know.
James Harden, Norman Powell, Kawhi.
Right, Mingle.
Zubac.
And
so
that's the only pushback with that is if T-Man's not gonna play, trade him because there's no reason to have him on the bench.
I mean, that's true, but the thing is, y'all right. Somebody ain't gonna play. They may not play that series because
So
they don't.
still,
They're not needed that series.
if we go small in the playoffs, think about what we're ready to say now. If we go small in the playoffs, guess who's going to be playing center because he's probably the tallest person on the team at that time?
DJ.
Nico.
Probably gonna be Nico.
Nico gonna be the center.
Nico gonna be the small ball 5.
I
So
see them
Nico
go
gonna
with
play
Terrence.
small ball
I see
5
them go
against
with
who?
Terrence Mann at center. I see them go with Kobe Brown at center.
Listen to
But
me.
who's been getting the most is Nico.
Man,
But
listen
you
to me,
just
man.
said in the
Kawhi
playoffs,
Leonard, Derrick Jones Jr., and Nico. That's a solid lineup.
Mingle just said how many you play in the playoffs, Mingle?
It's 7 to 8.
So name the 7 or 8 then.
But we all agree that it's gonna shrink. The lineup is gonna
Okay,
shrink.
but that's not the point. Name the 7 or 8 that we're gonna play in the playoffs, and then you can see the big picture.
Well, I feel like we won't know
already
until
know who the
after the
5
trade
is.
deadline. We
But
won't
we
know
already
until
know
after
who
the
the
trade
5
deadline.
is.
So who's going to be the 3?
It's gonna rotate. That's the point that I'm making. It's gonna rotate. It's
Now,
gonna
if we're
have to
going
rotate.
starting lineup, I feel like you got to go with DJ in the starting lineup over Chris Dunn.
Most definitely.
I'm not saying the starting lineup. If Mingle said we're going to play 7 or 8 consistently in the playoffs, who is going to be the next 2 to 3 people coming off the bench consistent?
It's going to be KPJ and Amir.
That's 7. Who's the other one?
Kobe Brown, right?
I mean, I want to say Terrence Mann. I want to say Terrence Mann, but he been getting benched.
That means Terrence Mann is not going to play. That means Nico is not going to play, and so on back. With Mo Bamba and all the rest of them.
No, I think Nico gonna play. Nico gonna get minutes over it.
Nico gonna be the 3rd, but that's okay if they don't play though. Like in a series, what I'm saying, old man, is that 3 that you talking about. That 3 is gonna rotate. That 5 is gonna be set in stone. That 3 is gonna rotate depending on matchup. I would rather have the players and not need them than need them and not have them. It's real simple for me.
5 is not going to play 48 minutes. They're not going to play 40 minutes. They're not going to play 35 minutes.
That's fine.
If Zubac come out the game, we losing on rebound. And who's going to make up for the rebound? A guard?
I guess Nico.
Most likely Nico.
But Nico's not going to be in the lineup according to the number of guys that's going to be in rotation, according to what you all saying. The 7.
Well, I truly believe Nico's going to get that minutes. And then it's going to be like whoever he decides.
But wait a minute,
I agree with you in the sense, old man. What you saying because you basically saying we need a backup big, and I agree with you on that. Like if Zubac is out, we go down and rebound. But that's only because we don't have a legitimate backup big to take his spot. Everything that I have said in my argument, I have preference with. We need a backup big. Outside of that, I don't think we need to make any moves. But I do see a clear need for a backup big. But that's why I'm saying we don't need to make too many moves, because even when we get that backup big, depending on what we have, man, we still gonna be able to go 10, 11 deep regardless. So people are still gonna not play every night. That three is gonna have to rotate even with a backup big, is all I'm saying.
Y'all might have too many players for real. Like Robert said, y'all might have too many backup. Y'all might have too many players for real.
Man, like
we still gonna be deep.
These guys, man.
Because you gotta think about this. Even if we packaged up. Even if we packaged up, let's just say hypothetically, we packaged up T-Man, we packaged up Bone Holland, we packaged up Mo Bamba, we packaged up even Kai Jones. We still got too many players. Still, it's still gonna be some guys that don't get minutes.
Yeah, because y'all got to get some players. Because y'all gonna get some players back. So
that's what I'm saying. So even if we give up all those players I just named, we still gonna be 10 or 11 deep. It's still gonna be players that's not getting a chance to play. So that's gonna be there regardless. So we just gotta work on building that chemistry, because that next three coming off the bench is always gonna be rotating. It's gonna have to rotate because we got so many players that honestly deserve minutes. I'm not even naming the younger kids. Like I'm not even naming the Millers and these people.
Well, I'm not even worried about that. Like he needs to go work on his game some more anyway.
Oh, for sure, most definitely.
Yeah, and the only one I see out of the young kids that should get a chance is Kobe Brown. Other than that, all the other rest of them can go work on the game.
And I'm big on Kobe Brown. Like I like what I'm seeing from Kobe Brown. Like that is our stretch four right there. That's the guy that can come in and play that four, and he in the best position that he can be in, because he got a mentor and somebody that understand the game like Nico Batum that plays that four position, that can talk to him, tell him what he needs to be, the whole nine. We have the pieces right here. Y'all trying to give away pieces. We got too many pieces. Like look. If we focus on what we have right now and get a backup big, because that's why I do agree with old man. That's what I do agree with BJ. I think that's the big deficiency that they see in those minutes. But as far as every other position, from the 3, from the 4, from the 2 to the 1, we match up well. We got multiple personnel that we can throw at any type of team. If we make too many trades, that won't be the case. We're gonna lose something big.
Yeah, like I said, I'm cool with what we got, man. Honestly, like I said, it's really up to Tyler, like in what pieces he play together. And it's gonna be he gonna have to earn his money this year for sure.
Most definitely.
I'm gonna say this, what you just said, Rob. Like you said, James Harden's the X factor. James Harden's the X factor for the starting five. I feel like Kevin Porter Jr. is gonna be the X factor for the bench. That's just me personally.
Boom. Yeah. And it's so sad, man. It's so sad KBJ's getting more minutes than T-Man. Like, I like skills. I've been on KPJ this whole season, man, because I just feel like T-Man's getting done so dirty.
Personal beef. Look like a personal beef to me or something. Something going on there.
Now that's true, man. But I'm starting to, because here's the thing, right? When KPJ gonna be in that second unit, he no longer gonna be out there by himself where he has to be the main scorer. That's not gonna be the case no more.
He's gonna be out there with Kawhi for sure.
Exactly. He either gonna be out there with Kawhi who can score the ball, or he gonna be out there with Norman Powell and James Harden that can score the ball, or in the lineup with Zubac. The days of him being out there by himself and having to be the main scorer, that was over with the second Kawhi came back. That won't be the case no more, which is why his game is starting to look a little better to us, because now he has the freedom to, if I can score, cool, but I ain't got to score. I can facilitate when Kawhi's out here and let him score. And then if he gives me the ball and give me the green light, then I'm a shooter. So now he's shooting with more confidence. So he's looking better. I still think between him and T-Man is up in the air, but I'm starting to see what T. Lewis saying, just because when you put him out there, he gives you good defense, maybe not as great as Terrence Mann, but it's very, very close. But he gives you also the ball handling, and when you match him with a Norman Powell or a Kawhi, it allows him to be able to score like freely and not necessarily have that pressure on him like that. So he's looking better.
And I see. I don't mind that as long as he's not on the court with James Harden. I feel like once James Harden come off the court, you got to have KPJ on there if that's how we gonna run it.
Exactly.
I agree. 100%. 100%.
Terrence Mann's he's our what's that boy? What's his name, bro? He's our Caldwell Pope, bro. You have to have him, bro. He plays good defense and he can knock down threes here and there. Like,
and everybody's like, everybody want to talk about Terrence Mann's confidence about, but it's just like, bro, the dude doesn't have a chance to prove anything. He's always getting yanked, or he's getting DMP, or he's getting DMP. Like, it's like, how do you get confidence when you always you don't know where your role is?
Terrence Mann's the most consistent player in the Clippers to me, bro. He's always there, bro.
And he does more than just score. When he goes out there, he's throwing dimes, he's throwing no looks. He's doing more than just scoring. Like, he's playing defense, grabbing rebounds.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. That's why I'm not trying to get off T-Man. You know what I mean? I'm keeping T-Man.
You're right. We need him. I think we do need him for the playoffs, man.
No, you do.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Like that. Like I said, Caldwell Pope type.
And T-Man is a guy that will understand that his role is going to change on a night-to-night basis, and that's fine. Now next year, if we don't get it done next year, I'm all for, freeing T-Man, letting them go. You know what I mean? But for this season, I'm keeping all my good assets, and most importantly, I'm keeping people that I know want to win. Like, I know T-Man wants to win. Deep down in his core, he wants to win. I could tell by how he was affected by the Dallas series last year. He damn near like he was crying. So that lets me know that
he was crying at the end of the bench, and then you had Paul George ass talking about, oh well, it's just a game.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And so I would rather go to war with people that I know want to win. People say what they want to say about Christopher Dunn. I know he competing there, and I know he want to win. Same thing with Derrick Jones Jr. I know he wants to win. So I don't have a problem going to war with people like that, because I'm gonna take that heart and that desire to be the best, that desire to compete on every end every night over just the raw talent. Because the raw talent, man, look. It don't matter. It don't matter how talented you is. It really matters your train of thought and what's in your chest, what's beating in your chest. And that's why we have admiration for people like Russell Westbrook, because you never question whether he competing on every end. That's why a person would take him over James Harden in most scenarios. When you're talking to real hoopers who love the game, they probably would pick Russell Westbrook, but it's not just because of his skills, it's because of his will to win, that desire, that fact that what you're gonna get on the night in, night out. He ain't taking games off. So those are the type of people I want to go to war with. I see that in T-Man. I'm just saying, we make all these trades and we get these guys that come in that on paper look good skill-wise, but they don't have what we need them to have beating in their chest. They don't have the heart, and they damn sure ain't gonna have the chemistry. I just don't want that. We just did that, last season, then in other seasons. I'm not trying to do all this trade shit.
We too small, man.
Old man, and mind you, old man, we just took the Celtics to overtime with our bench.
We too small. Let's just stop it, man. We too small. We got to get big.
Against who?
We too small against anybody. The Celtics, you want to bring up the Celtics.
Come on, man.
The Celtics didn't play. Wait a minute, did Al Horford play?
He didn't. He didn't.
Play?
We had 5 starters out.
We had 5 guys out.
I just asked a question, my friend. I understand. Did Al Horford play?
He didn't. He didn't.
No, he didn't.
So let's just stop it, man.
But they had Tatum and Brown on the court, bro.
But the 2 best players were there. The 2 best players were there, and our 4 best players weren't there.
But when you're talking about a series, it's different than one game. That's what you all are failing to understand.
Now we understand, old man, and we agree with you, but we have to base it off what we're seeing right now in the moment. I can't base it off what I've seen in the past. I'm not trying to predict.
Down the wheel of time. If you have aspirations of winning a championship, you got to answer the deficiencies.
So you walked away from that Clippers game feeling like we don't match up well with Boston. That's what you tell them.
Boston didn't play their big men.
Oh,
again, Boston is in the East, bro. You name the East team.
It doesn't make any difference.
That's something
how many times?
I will say that too. I don't mean to disrupt this, but it's crazy though how basketball is.
it's like the addition to subtraction. I'm gonna use what Norman Powell said. He's not better than Paul George, but by committee, other players get more opportunities. It's the same thing with Boston. We had our starting five against Boston against Kawhi. Without Kawhi, we got blew out. So we didn't have our starting five against Boston at home, and we ended up being close. How do you explain that? So it's not all about we're missing 5 starters. I mean, yeah, that makes a difference, but I will say, like, there is a pattern with teams. Like, we do have – I don't think we have the ability to go big. And that's the thing I think that we have to talk about. Like, can we even go big?
And we have that problem for years, BJ.
Well,
and that's the reason
look at the guys we don't let go. We don't let Isaiah Hardenstein go, Daniel Theis. Like, we don't have some good backup bigs.
Our
We let them
rebounder
go.
has been deficient over the last few years. Our rebounding, especially offensive rebounding, we can't get points.
Let me get some clarity, though. I just got a question. So when y'all say big, are y'all referring to weight or are y'all referring to height?
Both.
It's both and style of play too. Like if you look at OKC, they can go big. If you look at Houston, they can go big. If you look at Denver, they can go big. If you look at
Minnesota,
they can go big.
And the Lakers,
well, they can go big in height. They can go big in
AD is
height, but most of the time they're shooters. Mostly, they're not like back down bigs.
So you just took
Alfred Sengun's a back down big.
Okay.
Aaron Gordon can back you down. You got
okay.
Aaron Gordon is a strong. He's a 4.
He's strong. I'll give you that one.
Alfred Sengun can back you down.
What about you said Minnesota? Nas Reed is not a back down center.
That's true. I would say they can go big.
Julius Randle is.
Julius Randle.
But not in the postseason though, bro.
Hey,
You tried
You really miss.
So I can't really make an argument against this because I feel like y'all referring to the 5 because there's no way that y'all could be saying that we're not big at the 4 because we're big at the 3 and the 4. It's the 5 that we need to be bigger at, but I can't argue against that because I've been screaming we do need a backup big. But even if you look at the backup bigs of lineups we have now, we have height, size, and we have style of play. We have Zubac. We have the height and size. He's a back to the basket type of big. We have Kai Jones. He has the height. He's slender. He's fast. He's a lob threat. And then we have Mo Bamba. He's a tall. He has the weight and he stretches the floor because he can shoot the 3. Even that is 3 completely different type of bigs with 3 completely different type of styles of play. But does Ty Lue play those bigs? He does not.
We're big at the wings. Skills. I don't think we big at. There's a difference. We're big at the wings. DJJ ain't no forward. He's a 3.
That's true.
I agree with that. Yeah.
I don't think we not big. We just got a bunch of wings.
So,
but here's the thing, though, BJ.
What type? Yeah, go ahead.
But here's the thing, though, BJ. That's why we advocate for Kobe Bryant. I feel like he can fit that role. He's the main reason why I'm saying we don't need a 4. I think he is our 4. I think he could be a 4. And then I think we just need to go get a backup big.
How tall is Kobe Bryant though? He only like 6'6".
But he's 250 though, and he plays.
Yeah, he's
250. Okay, that's true. But
and he has a long wingspan, but he shuffles his feet like a wing. You get what I'm saying? So he gives you all of that. So I see what BJ sees in him because I see the same thing. So it's like he could be that stretch 4. I'm just saying, like, if we give up too many pieces, what 4 are we going to get that's going to come in and give us everything? Because he may give us one thing.
We'll be giving up that the ones that's not playing, the ones that's on expiring contracts. Those are the pieces you're talking about moving, getting rid of.
Okay, so Omen, I think were you advocating for Vucevic, trying to go get him?
Vucevic would be the perfect fit to play against besides Zubac because he does things Zubac can't do, which is shoot from the perimeter, which is shoot from the elbow. And when they play together, that'll open up the floor even more for Zubac because now you have to key in on a big that knows how to shoot. And also can rebound whenever Zubac is off the floor. They can interchange throughout the game with each other.
So if we can't get Vucevic, who would your next choice be?
That's a hard question.
Jonas Valanciunas?
Yeah, I was thinking him too as well. I was just about to say him, Mingo.
Giannis?
Yes. Valanciunas
Okay.
I think he played for the Pelicans, right?
No, he played for the Wizards.
No,
Yes, the
the
Pelicans.
Wizards. Here you go. I knew
Yeah,
it
the
was one of
Wizards.
them.
Vucevic is more of a face-up shooter. I don't know if Valanciunas is like that. Is he like that?
He be killing us. Nah, we been at this time, but usually he could shoot a three. He ain't on Vucevic. I don't think he on Vucevic's level though. Vucevic got a really good offensive game. I'll
All
give
right,
him
and
that.
that's the reason I say if you can play those two together at times, that's a different dynamic. That's a different scoring dynamic because we don't want to go into the playoffs a jump shooting team because shooting a lot of jump shots, you get tired. And then it's just like when we played against Dallas last year. We were shooting a lot of jump shots and we got tired. You see how Harden got tired? See how Paul George got tired? And then when Zubac was getting the ball, we had a lot more energy.
Mm.
See, and we was capable of winning those games, really. But we
Well, that's
got
what we
away.
noticed. We noticed that too. When you feed the big man, he'll go play some defense. You know.
Look,
But
I don't disagree with you, old man. I just think you give up what we gonna give up on what we gonna gain on offense. We gonna give up on defense, and this goes to my whole point. It's we still gonna have some deficiencies. So I guess it's just what deficiencies. It comes down to preference and what deficiencies you would rather have. I
Yeah.
look at the team, and I would rather have this defense that we have right now without ruffling too many feathers over the offense, because I believe like the offense will always be there as long as you playing good defense. But if you value that offense and you want to match somebody like that with Zubac, then I get your point. You know what I mean? But we still gonna have some deficiencies. Don't think that whatever trade we make gonna fix it all, and it's just gonna be some type of
Yeah.
peace and harmony after the fact. That ain't gonna be the case.
It's just like last night. Did you notice Zubac didn't have as much as Giannis was coming through the hole, going to the hole, right? You notice Zubac didn't have no block shots, right?
No. Antetokounmpo was going into him.
He was.
He
But
was
it's
going
Giannis
into
though.
him. Yeah, that's Giannis. Ain't too many people like him.
Man, come on, it's Giannis, man. He want to get to that basket. They developed a wall for that purpose, because when he gets down here, there ain't no stopping Giannis. Ain't no one-on-one coverage stopping him.
Y'all keep bringing up Giannis. Y'all keep I noticed y'all keep mentioning Giannis. How many players in the name to me? How many players in the NBA can stop Giannis one-on-one? I mean, y'all keep bringing up Giannis like Giannis is this random player that just got into the NBA.
Yeah, that's
How
what
many
I'm saying.
players
There's
can
too
stop
many
Giannis
people like him,
one-on-one?
man. For sure. Now, I'm
Come
gonna
on,
say
man,
this though.
we're
I'll say
talking about Giannis here.
there was some hope that I seen last night. That when I was watching Kawhi guard Giannis, and I think he got like a good stop on him one time. That gave me a lot of hope, man.
But it ain't many players can stop Giannis one-on-one. It's maybe
No,
one or two, maybe.
no.
Yeah, you said Kawhi, he's like an all-time great defender. You know what I mean?
No,
And
I'm
even
just
he
saying.
can't.
I'm just saying. It looked. I was just happy to see that type of defense from him. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
for sure. But man, see that's what I really want to talk about. I really want to get y'all opinions on like
Harden
how
was
is
stopping
Kawhi
Giannis.
looking?
Harden got good
Real.
hands, man. Harden got good hands.
He does, and I think Harden is a little bit stronger than people give him credit for too. I think he got some upper body strength on him. You know what I
Man,
mean? I
Harden
think
don't care. Harden
He's
just put up
strong.
40. Harden don't care.
Harden's strong. He's a good post player. He's a good post defender for sure.
Yeah, man. Look, man. I'm liking what I'm saying about the King team. Like I said, my confidence in the team gonna grow as Kawhi gets more and more himself. The more and more himself, the more and more I'm gonna be less likely to want to just do crazy shit and make moves and do all that, because like as he gets more and more himself, man, I like what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm gonna get from Kawhi. If he healthy and he there, I know what I'm gonna get from him.
Yeah.
And it's like,
and he look good, Skills. He look good right now, bro.
he does,
He's
man.
looking
He
better and
does,
better each
bro.
game, bro.
He
He's looking
does.
better and better each
That's
game.
what I'm saying. He just gotta dominate his matchup, bro. I don't think like too many small
No,
forwards.
bro, you are right, bro. I'm not saying that he got to average 30 throughout the whole playoff. No, you're
That's all I'm
100% right
saying.
on that. Yeah, no, you're 100% right on that.
If he's playing defense, bro, on the other side too, oh man.
That's
No,
all I'm
you're
saying,
100%
bro.
right. He just got to be himself and dominate his matchup. But
Yeah, bro. Because I want to be
it will be a series, though. Trust me when I tell you, it will be a series where he's gonna have to give you 30,
We're
bro.
gonna need at least one of them, 1 or 2 games out of him, because depending who we play, bro. Because it's gonna be the West is hard, man. We're gonna have to go through some shit.
No, I agree with you, man. I'm just saying, like, we gotta be realistic as possible, Kawhi. I just want to be as realistic as possible, like, and we just gotta be realistic, bro. Like, he might not just do that. I'm just saying he might not, even if he wanted to. Like, but like you just said, a series, he's gonna have to give you like at least 30.
But then again, he might do.
Yeah.
True. That's fact.
Go
You know
both
what I
ways.
mean? That's fact.
And,
They can go both ways. You sure ain't lying.
And I was watching the defense, man. You see it in spurts here and there with Kawhi back, bro. That defense is strong, man.
See, I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you what it is about
right now.
Kawhi.
You see it in spurts because it ain't fully there yet, but
And Kawhi decides. He decides what assignment he wants, right? Like it's about how much he respects you as a player. Because like you saw the second he was playing the Lakers, from very first possession of the game, he was on LeBron. You know what I mean? And then he didn't start off checking Giannis, but the second Giannis got hot, you saw Kawhi on Giannis. That's the matchup assignment that he was taking. So it's like, sometimes I see him on on Anthony Edwards, but sometimes, most of the time, he ain't gonna guard Anthony Edwards. And I don't know if it's like a mental thing with him, but like I know what games he gonna take that defensive assignments, and it depends on who the other superstar is on that team.
And just having Kawhi out there, the other team now they got to think about like, damn, Kawhi out there, man. Now I can't do what I really want to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like having them out there is a good moral for us.
Facts. Maybe I should have said that.
Damian Lillard? Who guarding Damian Lillard in that Bucks game?
The refs.
The refs. Let's see who started off on Dame. I think it was who started off on Dame.
I didn't even watch that game, man. But I seen he went crazy.
Man, every time Damian Lillard went in, man, he couldn't even touch that man, bro.
It'd be like that some nights.
Yeah, some night, man. That's the another thing too. The officiating is crazy, man.
But it's gonna change in the playoffs, though, bro. It's not gonna be like that in the playoffs.
Yeah, for sure.
But you guys are right though. Kawhi, he gotta be the best player on the team. Like he has to be the
Kawhi is automatically the best player on the team. That's
no, I'm saying like, but he has to play like it though. Like you know what I mean, bro.
He's just playing less minutes. That's why he ain't seeing the points and the productivity now.
Yeah,
and that's literally all it is.
That's why I'm always like, when he's out there, I'm like, Harden, get him the ball, give that man the ball, let him get repped up. You know what I'm saying?
But man, he true, but it's like he's so unselfish. Like Kawhi about getting the W. That's what he care about, getting the W. So like he not coming in trying to force nothing to throw off the team and nothing like that. He's allowing the team to be who they are. Y'all gotta understand, man. We like the bulk of these games since he's been back, we getting it done in 3 quarters. We're getting it done in 3 quarters. Like Kawhi has raised our offense, he has raised our defense. Like in the little sample size since he's been back, the numbers have gone up. So it's like we're doing this in 3 quarters. 3. He not even he haven't played now. You know what I'm saying? And we winning. They won't say it's not like we losing. People saying like playing more minutes. Why? When we can slide by playing him 20 minutes, because we need him for the playoffs. We don't really care about the regular season like that. We need him for the postseason. So if we can slide by and get W's with only playing him 3 quarters, I say we do that until we can't do it no more.
I'm thinking skills about that though. Skills. I would love for him to. I would love for him to be able to get some 4-quarter minutes though, just to be out there. You know what I'm saying?
He'll get that eventually though.
Is that a good thing?
Yeah, I know he will. I know he will. I'm just saying I don't like. I just would like for him to be out. Not like
Rob. He that's honestly that's who he is, bro. Like Kawhi's he's a big time player, bro. So I don't even think the 4th quarter matters. Or not.
Yeah, no, I know that. I know that one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Skills, what you just said, bro. Like Kawhi, like I just lost my train of thought. Like that's like he's a team player, like, and that's why I said he said this.
You mean he was like, y'all be knowing when Kawhi tired, his lips be white than a motherfucker.
but you know it's crazy though, bro. You know it's crazy, like me looking at like how thin he is, bro. He was running hella miles while he was conditioning, getting ready back for the season.
Another thing, dude. He was running hella miles, bro. He kept his body in shape, bro. Like you could tell.
Bro.
And that's always harder. Sure. That's always the hardest thing is keeping your body in shape when you're injured.
He ran hella miles. I can tell because like he not his wind is there. He's not getting fatigued at all. And I think he did that for 2 reasons. I think he did it first reason so he can come back and be like he is, and the second reason is so he can keep the inflammation out of his knees and out of his body. And that's gonna be like when it come break down to your diet and shit. You know what I mean?
That's
So
what happened
like,
to Zion.
yeah, exactly. If Dion would eat a lot better, he would be a lot slimmer. A lot of foods that we eat causes that the inflammation in your knees and your elbows and shit.
Mhm.
So I think Kawhi paying attention to his diet. That's why he's slim like this, and he been running hella miles. So man, I'm liking what I'm saying. I'm telling y'all,
Oh
man. Like,
man,
listen, what I'm telling you, bro. Shit about to get crazy.
you know
But
he was.
I'm,
You
I'm
know
gonna
what's
say this
crazy,
though.
y'all? You know he was working on his game because that behind the back. When do you ever see him do a behind the back like that on
Man, he
the
been out
upper
there.
under?
Man, he was just out there practicing with Uncle Dennis. That's cool. They out
That
there going
behind
one
the
on
back
one.
is
Uncle
Like
Dennis,
testing them out. Let me see what you got, Kawhi. Uncle Dennis out there. Uncle Dennis out there getting it in with Kawhi. Let me see what you
that's
got.
exactly what Uncle Dennis, boy. He serious. He big business, boy.
Yeah, that was a
Had a
nasty
better
move, man.
second.
That behind the back for the up and under. Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, bro. He's
Man.
definitely back for sure, bro. It's good seeing him back, bro.
But
And
He's
see,
hey, let me ask y'all this
I'm good.
question though. Let me ask y'all this quick question. Skills just said that y'all be beating teams. Y'all get done with teams through 3 quarters. Is that a bad thing or a good thing?
a good
Because
thing right now.
when you get in those close games in the playoffs, you ain't got no reps to, you know.
So
That's
I
just
think it's
right
a
now.
I
That's
think it's a
right now.
combination. Yeah, true. I think it's a combination of both though, man. Because like
That's why I
if they
like
can,
that Celtics game we played. That it put a lot of pressure on us, and we seen where the efficiencies, and
for
that's
sure,
we
and
see
then
where the
like
guys we needed.
and
Like,
then
you know what I'm saying? If we had Norman Powell, we know Norman's taking those last shots in the last, or you know what I'm saying? Or
and
Kawhi's taking that
for
shot,
me,
or
it's all about intent too, right? So like I think I'm excited about them getting it done in 3 quarters is because they intentionally are trying to get it done in 3 quarters because they know that Kawhi finna sit the fourth. So like it'd be different if like the game's teeter-totter and somehow they barely getting over the hump in the third. No, like it's been a asserted effort for them. Like, okay, we know Kawhi gonna sit the fourth. We gonna mash the gas in the third. Go ahead and blow this team out so he can sit down. So it's like it's the intentional. So for me, that lets me know that like
If you want to
the
talk about
mindset is in the right spot when it comes to it.
that shit.
hey,
It's fuck
y'all,
work.
do we have a long schedule this week?
Oh
Man,
shit.
no, man, I actually
We
think we
good this
about to
week?
go on a run.
Was
Who
it
we got
this
next?
week?
We got
I think
Phoenix
we,
next.
We
yeah,
got
I think we
Phoenix.
got
Tomorrow.
Phoenix.
Tomorrow.
Okay.
I don't think we got no more back-to-backs for a minute. I think we maybe like a
Oh, that's
10,
good.
12
That's
game
real
stretch,
good.
no back-to-back. So if everything go right, we should have Kawhi for all these games. They stressed out. And I think the best two teams we playing is Phoenix and one other team. And then everything else going to be like Charlotte and teams like that we should get the W's. Like if we take care of
Mm.
business with Phoenix, it's not even out of the realm of possibility that we go on a 7 to 10 game winning streak. It's very, very feasible with the schedule that I'm seeing.
Yeah, I like that. That means we'll have more practices. And more practicing, to get more camaraderie, more chemistry.
And more chemistry. Like I wouldn't be surprised is like, right after All-Star break, Kawhi probably be back up playing 28, 30 minutes. It'll be like right after All-Star break. I think they're gonna ramp it up going to All-Star break, take that little 1 week break, and shit gonna get real right after the break.
Hey, BJ, I wasn't here to answer your question earlier. You asked about if Harden should get the All-Star vote or not, and I just wanted to say on that, I think that if he was in the East, I'm all for it. But man, he in the West, man. Unfortunately, you got too many good point guards over here.
Hey, bro, y'all no, wait a minute though. Y'all kind of got some tough teams though. Coming up.
Wait, who
Like
got?
BJ
Who
said,
got?
y'all got to play the Suns, then the
Okay.
Spurs, the Hornets, the Raptors, the Lakers again, the Pacers,
Mm.
the Jazz, the Grizzlies, the Jazz again, the
And how
Bucks,
many?
the
How many
Pacers,
days
the
though?
Pistons, the Bulls, and the Lakers again. And y'all got to play the Lakers like 3 times, almost back to back to back.
Yeah, I knew they was going to put that on us. How many days though is in between these games?
I mean, y'all got it ain't no back to backs. It's not
Okay,
back to
good,
back,
good, good.
but
Okay, bad.
y'all still got some decent teams. Y'all gotta play.
Yeah, the Spurs. Yeah, the Spurs ain't no joke. No, nobody to play with.
Y'all gotta play
Um,
Grizzlies.
mm, I
Y'all gotta
think
play
be
the
careful on
Suns
that
again.
Raptors
Y'all gotta
game.
play
That
the Knicks.
Raptors, man. We got the Raptors team is a good team as well. I mean, I don't know.
Y'all
I ain't
gotta play
watching
the
too much
Knicks. Y'all
Raptors.
gotta play the Kings.
I ain't worried about the Kings. I think we could get through the Kings.
Then you gotta play the Hawks, the Hornets, the Cavaliers, the Grizzlies
Mm.
again. Y'all got some decent teams up in there.
Mm. I like it, but I like there's no back to backs. I think we could take him. We have a chance to go
Yeah,
on a
y'all ain't
run
got
here.
no back to backs for a while. Y'all next back to back probably will be. Let me see. Gotta look at it. 4-5. So that might be the Suns and the Pistons. That's March 4th to March 5th.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's our next back to back, March 4th to March 5th.
Man, how Phoenix looking? Do y'all know? I ain't even really paid attention to much to Phoenix. How they doing over there?
They the 8th seed right now,
Mm.
so they're getting
They,
back. They got that new guy, that center, Nick Richards.
Yeah, he pretty good though. Nick Richards decent.
Do they got all they? Is KD and Booker playing?
I don't know if they're
Mm.
playing.
What they gonna do with Bradley Beal?
I don't know what they're gonna do with him.
They got bro coming out the bro making $50 million coming out the bench. It's insane. Ain't no way I'm paying the player $50 million and he coming out the bench, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, I want to have this one against the Suns, man. I don't like the Suns. Come here.
Yeah, but man, I think y'all gonna if y'all get Vucevic though. Oh my goodness, wait a minute.
Oh no, that sounds like a dream scenario. To be honest, man,
That's
I just
crazy
don't
if
think the
y'all get.
Clippers gonna go for it.
Well, if y'all get Vucevic, boy, that's gonna be insane.
It'd be nice for sure. Man, I don't know. What did you think about BJ? Did you hear what Lawrence Frank said to his conversation with Brian Seaman and whatever with the announcers?
Yeah, I heard it.
Do you think that did it sound like from what the way Lawrence Frank was talking? Did it sound like they were going to make a trade, or did it seem like he was saying we were good with what we got?
Monitoring. It sounded like monitoring. Sound like they're entertaining the thoughts. I got from it that certain guys are on the trade block. They're gonna see how these next few games go. Everybody's up. Like no one's. I think T-Man. I think Chris Dunn, and I think KPJ. Those three guys are going to be right now. They're looking.
Okay. Bad, man.
Damn, y'all gonna get rid of T-Man. Man, Thomas gonna have a heart attack. And bro, BJ, Thomas gonna get on the screen and have a heart attack.
Man. Oh man, that's crazy. I don't know. Like it sounded like he was pretty up about the Celtics game when Lawrence Frank was talking about it. But I mean, I don't know, man. Like I said, I hope we stay with what we got. But like you said, if they out there looking, then hope they make the right choices,
I think
man.
T-Man will be the wrong person to get rid of.
Yeah, I feel like we have so many other pieces we can get rid of before T-Man. But I mean, I guess
People think that Chris Dunn is going to do what he's doing in the regular season, the playoffs over T-Man. That's going to be a rude awakening.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, man, if we could put Chris Dunn back, out there and get something for him, BJ. I don't know.
Y'all just need to go ahead and package them three players and get Vucevic and call it a day.
Yeah, right.
Hey, that's it. That's it. Package
Might
T-Man.
as well, shit, man.
T-Man.
Stop playing with it.
Who BJ just said? T-Man, KPJ, and whoever else he just said. Package
Chris
them
Dunn.
three. And Chris Dunn. Package them three. Get Vucevic and call it a day.
Call it a day. Let's go. I feel like that's actually not a bad. That's not a bad trade for Vucevic. Honestly, I feel like it's pretty fair.
Yeah. I mean, DJJ would be the point of attack guy now.
That's what, and we would still have enough players. You know what I'm saying? On the bench.
Maybe Bones Highland might get some playing time.
And then, like you said, it puts Kawhi back at his natural position at the small forward. So we'll see, man. But
So
anyways,
Kawhi,
man.
wait. So if Kawhi Leonard playing small forward, who's gonna be the power forward? Diddy,
Well, I mean, if we got Vucevic, I'm just saying, if we have Vucevic, then
Yeah, I'll put him at the 4. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That means Zubac gonna be at the 4 and Vucevic to be at the 5. But Vucevic be at the 5 and Zubac be at the 4.
I'd rather Zoo be at the 5 though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. I mean, that makes sense. I see why you would say that.
Because we all know Vucevic ain't got no damn defense. So if they get past him, have Zoo behind him.
Hey, bro, you ain't have to curse with I know he ain't got no damn defense.
Did you watch the? Hey, did you watch the game? They was getting past that man the whole game.
Yeah. Zubac decent though. People be sleeping on Zubac. Zubac decent though.
Yeah, Zubac got great defense. Not great, but like really good. He move his feet pretty well for a big. Anyways, man. Hey, BJ, man. I hope you have a great day, man. And hey, same to you fellas on the panel. I just want to say y'all have a great day and go Clippers.
For sure. Appreciate y'all, man.
Yep.
Appreciate y'all coming on. Kurt Goldman, y'all still there? Kurt Goldman. All right. Guess y'all gone. All right, y'all. So I'm out and about right now. So I'm going to catch y'all later. Like I said, continue to subscribe. If y'all like the show, like the page, share with your family and friends. Donate to the page if you guys like the video, the live as well. Get your membership badges if you guys have not already got those. And, until next time, pull up a seat, pull up a chair, pull up. Peace. Out of here like swimwear.
Now you being condescending. You've been warned, alright? Let's move forward and
Okay, well, check this out, though. First of all, you throwing too many big words at me. Okay, now, because I don't understand.
I'm feeling good, feeling alright tonight. I'm feeling good now. Yeah, it's all good in the neighborhood, homie. Little Rob, I feel good, I feel alright. Cruising through my neighborhood on a warm summer night. I feel good. That's right, I feel good now. It's summer night. Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Them summer nights, keep the top on drop. All the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the morning light. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. I just kicked it at home. I polished up the chrome, called the Ruka on the phone, let her know I'm home alone. It's 7:30 and the sun's going down. It's a summer night and the fun's going down. I pick her up and she looks all dolled up, sitting passenger in my rag and Paula. I let her know that she looks beautiful to me. The world's an ugly place, but she is such a sight to see. The kind of woman that would put up a fight for me. The kind that wants to spend the summer nights with me. The temp was 80 and I'm cruising with my lady, playing some Rafi Bagan, ooh baby, baby. I see my homeboys and the cruising in the ride with their ladies sitting by their side. People think we look crazy, but I think we look classy. But then again, that's only if you ask me. Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on drop, all the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the morning light. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. My homeboys throwing the backyard boogie, so everybody gets together to unwind, relax, and have a fun time. The DJ spinning, so I grab the mic and be like, ain't nothing like them summer nights. The party's packed with beautiful women and the gang of the homies that wanna get with them. And they'll say anything just to hit them, and it's usually a nice summer night when they did them. I don't know, it must be something in the air. Can't help but have a good time because the feeling is there. To some people, the feeling is rare. They're at the past saying, God damn, I wish I was there. To have a drink, have a token, hook up with someone fine, but the kind that looks up. Gotta keep some pisto in the cup, party until the sun comes up, but we give up. Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on drop, all the girls girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the morning light. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Them summer nights can keep a smile on your face. Gotta try to have a good time with your life, otherwise it's just a waste. Either way, I'm gonna party just in case. Like Prince party like it was 99 and 87, 88. I couldn't ask for no better weather. I'm right next to the Pacific, to be specific. The candy paint job glows under the moonlight as I close out my summer night and say goodnight. It's time to put the top up and park it, drop it, unplug the ground, roll up the windows and lock it. Walk in the pad and fall into bed as she lays on my chest to rest her sleepy head. And we do this all night long, from dusk till dawn. But it's not quite the same when summer nights are gone. But even when they're gone, it won't be long. 8 more months and once again it's on. Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on drop, all the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just